brand new banger.
What is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I can dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him, and Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. I got you.
Oh,
Man,
shit.
He collapsed with the kick.
That's what I was doing. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick. It was the
And he's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he
there
goes, oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the table.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit. That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the farm bar, get around with the bomb with the bomb bar.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody. It is fucking Thursday night. And you know what that means is wrestling knuckleheads. We in the building. It's your boy Toe Tags, and we got Ray. He's on time today. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Doesn't happen often.
What's going on? Yeah, I'm finally on time.
Word.
What's
He's trying to
going
be
on,
like Jonah.
What's going on, yeah? Hope everyone's having a happy Thursday, happy Juneteenth. Yeah, man, we here, we back. It's another Thursday. That means we're gonna be talking some wrestling. Today we're talking the state of wrestling. Hopefully we're gonna have some more of the crew join us to give their opinions and thoughts of the state of wrestling. I was gonna say, did you send the link? Because I know it was a Monday that we forgot.
No, I sent it. I sent it to everybody.
Making sure.
I even sent that shit to Lay. Just for you.
I hope Lay joins. I want Lay to give his thoughts because he be giving a lot of his thoughts.
I know what his thoughts are.
I know
his thoughts are that you and everybody else loves the fact that Goldberg is the number one contender.
Time out.
That's his thought.
Time out. I'm not happy about that. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit.
You was
what's going on, Leon? What's going on, Mr. Low-Key? You know, I wanted to start off with because rewatching the intro right now because I haven't watched it in a bit. I haven't been here on time.
Word.
When did John Cena cut this promo that you have a problem
Cyber
with?
Sunday.
Was it for Cyber Sunday?
Yeah. It was the fans had to pick. It was the Shawn Michaels Kane or the Big Show that he had to wrestle.
Okay.
I'll never forget that.
Why did he say that? Because he beat Big Show to win the U.S. title.
Because he's a pusher.
I would assume by then he had wrestled Kane. Yeah, he had to have wrestled Kane at least by then.
Yeah, he wrestled Kane.
And this was before Mania 23?
Yeah. No, this was after. It was after.
Yeah, so he had already beat Michaels.
Yeah.
But then he lost to him at the UK show. But either way.
What did you do, Ray?
What's going on, Tyson? Wait, what promo happened?
Yo, dude, they called him 007 for a while because he was an octopus.
I was just like, I was trying to figure that out because I'm like, wait, what promo is Toe talking about? Because I was like,
Shit.
but all right, damn.
Shit, since you want to bring stuff up,
yeah,
and you want to ask questions, I want to get your state on the union before anything. I want to hear from Ray himself, the inside man, the owner, distributor. What we called you on Monday? What we said you was?
Y'all just keep calling me Corporate Ray now for some reason.
Hey, Corporate Ray. I want to hear from the corporate man himself.
Why gotta be Corporate Ray? I'm not.
We asking you.
I'm not corporate. I give my thoughts here, and it's just I'm coming with a I guess the more PC answer. As
It's the corporate answer.
Hey, we're 30 days away from respect. So I'm giving the promoter answer. That's what it is. Because we are 30 days.
All right, Mr. Promoter. I want to hear your thoughts on TV wrestling.
TV wrestling. Yeah, because that's a big difference.
Oh shit. You know when he takes that deep breath, he's about to start saying fuck kangaroos.
You know what it is with just currently we're at a state where they're throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. And my thing is, when you do that, sometimes it's gonna work. It's that meme. You ever seen the fucking meme about when after a soccer game, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. That's currently the state we're in when it comes to TV wrestling, because we're at a point where we have multiple players again, which is great in one end. It's great on one end because that means cool. Now you have competition. The problem with that is that we now have social media, so we can notice pretty clearly. Wait, they just did this. How are you answering? Oh, you're gonna do that. Like yesterday, we talked about on sports. AAA deal. WWE buys AAA. AEW counteracts with, we now have a great deal with CMLL, which it's great on both ends. Like we had Worlds Collide, which was a very successful show. And then we have the AEW event last night from Mexico. Really fucking good show. Like hands down, they did a awesome job. Courtney says WWE is a sinking ship. Is it though? Realistically, again, I damn Tyson, why I gotta be a sellout? If I sold out, where's the dividends with that? When they say someone sells out, where's the money you get from selling?
I think Tyson meant to say you're gonna sell out. Respect.
Oh,
that way we can put you through a table.
Cool. I like that answer. I like that. Cause shit,
you got Goldberg.
I'm not happy with that. I'm not. I said it on Monday. Okay, let's get over with it. It's not that I want to see it. At this point, I'm just like, we knew it was coming. It's been rumored for the last year and a half that it was going to happen. Like, just let's get over with it. I was surprised it's not at the Saudi show because I thought I thought that was the whole point, that Saudi was the reason we're even getting this match.
Yeah.
But for it to happen at Saturday night's main event, it's like, okay, so again, let's just get over it. Let's just have the match. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, because obviously I don't watch that anymore. Well, Courtney, that's what I'm asking. How do you know it's a sinking ship then if you're not watching? Because there's some entertaining stuff. Again, every company is going to do some very questionable decisions, but we also talked the praises of Worlds Collide 2 weeks ago, and then yes, certain matches on Money in the Bank, were they the best? No. Were there some interesting things? Yes, like Jacob and fucking Solo Sikoa. That storyline, it has 2 feet to stand on right now. Like that storyline, we're entertained by it. We're good in. But at the same point, you have where are they going to go with this John Cena ending? Or are they going to do with Cody now? Why did we have to take the title off Jey Uso? Like, yeah, there's still, again, we're throwing things at the wall. Yeah. And then on the counteract with AEW, there's still things that's like, we got some things that are working. And then I don't know where they're going with the world title picture. Like on the women's end, Tony Storm's killing it. Mercedes is killing it. They have an established brand there. Speedball's been doing his thing. Swerve's been doing his thing. And then it's 5 years in and it's Hangman and John Moxley again.
The skinhead and the cowboy.
Which, hey, shout out to Hangman Page for cutting an amazing promo last night in Spanish. I finally got to rewatch it. He did pretty good.
Wait, which one is he? Starsky or Hutch? Do it. Jack and Coke, do it.
Oh man. But
motherfucker look like one of them motherfuckers. He looked like a cop from the 90s.
Hey, just don't accidentally put Coke in your coffee, man.
I win a dance battle.
But then again, we look at other products right now. TNA at its highest peak right now. Slammiversary is looking to be very, very interesting, especially that's here. See where they go with the WWE deal with it now with Trick Williams as champ. I love how they made Trick what happened to Trick Williams that the character just took a whole different turn as TNA World Champion. And I was like, wait, what did I miss? That now he's like, he's over here. But hey, again, we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Wrestling today is like comic or any Hollywood movies in general. Sometimes it's it's a shit show, and sometimes it's okay. But that's any media. That's anything.
But so how do you see it though? Like, I know you're questioning decisions, but we see the trajectory of wrestling. What is your thoughts on the trajectory of the way the WWE is going, the way AEW is going? Because I know there's got to be some things that you could say that isn't PG. What's going on, Roberto and Hassan, and Boris and everybody else in the chat?
What's going on? But in what way do you mean? Do I think it's gonna fucking like? What?
In the way you think I'm asking the question.
But that's what I want to know. What is it you want me to? What is it you want me to answer? So I can understand where you want me to phrase this response here.
However you took it is how I asked it.
No, because it's like what I'm seeing is that we're at a point right now where it doesn't look like there's a clear cut plan, even though I would hope
yeah
there is, but in what it looks like there's no clear cut plan with multiple decisions. There's a few that is like, again, the John Cena thing, it's planned out. That's why I said there was no fucking time for certain things, because you can clearly see they have this is gonna happen, that needs to happen before December.
I don't know. Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes or no?
But this is why let's have the discussion here. It's just us right now, so let's have the discussion.
See, the thing with me is that I said this years ago.
Yeah.
When they started calling in all the favors for the celebrities and all. This is WrestleMania 41, WrestleMania 39. Remember, I said that they're gonna have to start giving us stories because they can't keep calling these celebrities and get these cheap views. Well, what happened? They said, "Oh, we could get these cheap views whenever the fuck we wanted," and they realized that they got one too many cheap views, and now people starting to ask questions.
Yeah.
The Rock came in, and people started watching for The Rock and John Cena, and they go, "What happened to The Rock?" And The Rock said, "Oh,
fuck them. That's why.
That's why I'm not on TV no more. Fuck you." You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing that I'm saying yes and no.
Okay.
Is because one, I don't think they have ideas. I think they have spur of the moments. Two, I don't think they have confidence in any kind of future idea they may have had. And three, all that three, we're starting to see what happened to Tony Khan. Tony Khan came out of the gate strong the first 2 years of AEW.
Yeah.
Came out of the gate strong because he collaborated with the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes. And I'm saying he probably came up with the ideas, and the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes polished them up and said, "This is how you make this work for wrestling." And Cody was probably like, "This is how you make it work on TV." And then you had some of the best producers in the game that left WWE, and it made AEW great. WWE had the Bloodline, the Hurt Business, Big E being the WWE champion. They had so many things going for them that they could have made fucking great. But what happened? The longevity of the Hurt Business, they were afraid was going to hurt the longevity of the Bloodline, so they cut that shit short. Big E being such a big star, they cut that shit short up because they had to jerk off Brock Lesnar. They have to keep jerking these fucking legends off and giving them what they want because they think that these legends can just roll in with viewership whenever the fuck they feel like it. Because I'm starting to see that Triple H spells his name VINCENT EDWARD McMahon. Because it's looking like the same shit, right? We had a taste of, look, they're gonna push the future. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that, and they made this amazing fucking end game WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes and ending the Attitude Era and all the generations. And this is the new generation now. This is the new vision. This is the Levesque era. And right after WrestleMania, they were like, "Oh shit, we forgot that we got another show to do. We got to know how, we got a whole other year to worry about. We got tomorrow." And they dropped the ball with Cody. Cody's title run was lackluster. It was really lackluster to the point where every time Cody stepped on the fucking ring, he needed The Rock or Roman Reigns. And then Jey Uso, they kept holding him back. And I was saying this shit to Lay. You hold somebody back so much that by the time you give us what we wanted, we feel like you're shoving them down our throat. It's because we don't want it no more. We got so used to the disappointment of him not being champion that when he became champion, it almost seemed like you're forcing the shit now. You're doing this because we didn't like it. And even though he became champion and everybody's yeeting and all that other shit, do not get that shit twisted. Half those motherfuckers yeeting was not yeeting when he was when he first left the Bloodline. Yeah. They weren't yeeting when the rumors were he was gonna win the title at Saturday Night Main Event. They weren't yeeting when he won the Royal Rumble. But the minute he wins the title, now all of a sudden they're yeeting because it's a cool fucking thing to do. Because he showed that this guy is a fucking moneymaker. And then what happens? The new Brock Lesnar comes back in Goldberg, and they got to jerk him off. They take away Jey Uso's title for Gunther. I've said this shit ever since the idea of Goldberg versus Gunther. On paper, that's a good match. It don't need to be for the title. Goldberg does not need to wrestle for the title every time he comes in every time he comes on WWE. He doesn't need the fucking championship.
Yeah, I don't.
What is he gonna do? Is he gonna win the title and have a retirement tour just like John Cena? Then what? Now we got to take 2 retirement tours with 2 washed up wrestlers? Yo, bro, the last fucking 11 matches, the longest match he had was 10 minutes. The best match he had was 22 seconds, and that was with Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Bro, I love Goldberg. I grew up with Goldberg. But I understand we don't need him to be champion. Granted, if he can give us another match and another moment and all that other shit with Gunther, beautiful. Give us the moment. Don't take the shit away from Jay to give us this fucking moment. Right now, I think the state of the WWE wrestling and AEW wrestling is chickens with their heads cut off. Because the same reason why people would applaud, the same reason why you applaud AEW is the same reason why I'm saying AEW is failing, is because Mercedes and Toni Storm are doing their thing. But Mercedes looks like she cannot lose. And if she loses to Toni Storm on Texas, All In,
yeah,
it's not gonna be as big of a deal because she's due one now. Like Mercedes wrestles every fucking week. She's undefeated. She got 42 fucking championships. She's due a loss. But if she beats Toni Storm, she got the 43rd championship. Which title means more, Ray? The Owen Hart tournament title, the CMLL title, the fucking the bad title, the other title that she just won in the indie circuit, the pink shit that she got, the TBS championship. Which title means the most? If she's putting up all those titles against Toni Storm, because that's the only way she can get a title shot, or she wants to prove that title, the AEW Women's Championship, means more than any other championship to her, then we got something to invest in. Right now, all we got is a pretty face and a hot name versus a pretty face and a hot name. There's nothing to emotionally invest in, nothing. Kairi Sane gets blamed for everybody getting injured. Shotzi, years ago, jumped off the apron. Or she hopped off the apron and fucked up her knee. Kairi Sane did it. I'm pretty sure she looked at the mat before she did it. Io Sky, she has been on TV, on backstage segments for the past 4 weeks. She is the Women's World Champion in WWE. Backstage segments. Standing back behind Nikki Bella, who doesn't need to fucking be there because I don't give a shit if she's a legend and we're doing Evolution. Guess what? Evolution happened already. We had those legends. Keep it fucking moving. We don't need to fill up 30 fucking spots in a match. I understand that. But what do we need Liv Morgan versus Nikki Bella for? What do we need that for? There's no story there. There's no story whatsoever. There's a bigger story to have fucking Trish Stratus versus Nikki Bella. Like that you can actually do some shit there. You know what I'm saying? There's a bigger fucking story to have fucking Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. Or Io Sky versus Tiffany. How about that? Champion versus champion at Evolution. It doesn't need to be for the title. This is a women's pay-per-view. Have the 2 best women on the roster wrestle each other. What do we need all these fucking people for? Do we honestly need motherfuckers that watched Total Divas 7 years ago to watch a fucking women's event? Newsflash, there's a bunch of horny fucking wrestling fans that want to see this shit. You're telling me, with the way the women are wrestling now, you're telling me that they can't make their own fucking pay-per-view? They can't make their own fucking PLE and not have the wrestling fans go, yo, this is going to be a banger. The women have been stealing the show every Monday night, every Friday night, and every PLE. But you need Nikki Bella to do what? You need Nikki Bella to do what? You have the Queen and King of the Ring tournaments happening, and the winners get title shots. This is the quickest way to get a turnaround for a title shot. So that way, when Gunther loses to Goldberg or Gunther beats Goldberg, now we can go right back to Jay being the number 1 contender because he's King of the Ring. Motherfucker, he gotta he should have a fucking rematch clause in his contract. If he doesn't, he's stupid. He needs the wise man. There should be a rematch clause. There always was a rematch clause. And I don't care if 20 years ago when they apologized to the fans for putting on sucky events that they said no more rematch clauses because bullshit. Liv Morgan just asked for a fucking rematch because she never got her rematch. Remember when she lost the title? Remember that? Oh, and Rhea Ripley asked for a rematch the Monday night before WrestleMania because she lost the title to Io Sky. Is Jay the only one that don't get rematches? Cody got a fucking rematch. What's going on here? What's going on here? We're in an era where wrestling is slipping back to when it was the worst it was ever produced. Under Vince McMahon, when they had the same shit Mondays, the same shit Fridays. Friday was just a fucking copycat of Monday Night Raw. Every fucking Monday they came out, they did some shit. There's so many wrestlers that they're fucking abusing when it comes to advancement. The Intercontinental Champion is Dominic Mysterio, right? He's the Intercontinental Champion. He defended that title how many times, Ray? Twice. He's been champion since what? Mania? Yeah, because he ran back to celebrate at Mania. Yeah. He's been champion since Mania. So that's longer than 51 days because he's been holding it the same amount of time as Jey Uso. Jey Uso defended his title, what, 4 times? If that?
Yeah.
So here goes some shit for you, Ray. Penta, Chad Gable, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Vikingo, if you want. Carmelo Hayes, you could put over there. Those are all 6 people I just named. 6, 7 people. You want to take away Vikingo and Carmelo Hayes, we got 5 people. That's the Intercontinental Division. He could be wrestling those people. He could be watching those people wrestle to be the number 1 contender for him. Where is the other wrestlers building up this division? Right now, you have wrestlers that have belts on their waist that are too big to hold up their pants. The only division that means shit is the women's division because there's so many of them that are hot right now that could fight for the title because they have stories for other reasons. You have Nia that could go against Tiffany while Naomi is dealing with Jade, but Naomi's the Money in the Bank holder. You got Io that could wrestle Stephanie, but Rhea wants her title back. Raquel could go after Rhea because Rhea cost Raquel. Liv and Roxanne Perez can wrestle each other. They can team up. You ever thought about that one? Liv is hurt now. Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez can defend those tag team championships. We have tag team titles no one heard about. The Street Profits and the New Day are tag team champions, and they're not doing jack shit with them. But what happened? We had one of the best TLC matches tag team that we've seen in a long fucking time, the Friday after WrestleMania. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is not rocket science here. This is a lot of fucking kissing ass to corporations and a lot of bullshitting us because they're trying to make the most money they can off of advertisements and for cheap fucking views because they know people like us are going to keep watching it day in, day out because it's the only fucking thing we watch. And when we stop watching it, oh, The Rock's back. Oh, let me see what they're doing now. Goldberg's back. But they got Slim Jim on the fucking table. They need that $50,000 for the year. They just got $10 billion for Netflix, but they ain't making no money. 5 years, $10 billion. They just sold the Lakers for $10 billion. They didn't rent the Lakers out for 5 years. They sold the Lakers for $10 billion. Netflix rented Raw for $10 billion for 5 years. Come on, Ray. Come on. It's still watchable because the level of wrestling that we're getting has risen, but the level of story and make sensory has dropped. It don't make no fucking sense. You got the Wyatt Six, Ray. The Wyatt Six. What are they doing? No one knows. Alexa Bliss, no one knows. And she was a part of Wyatt. She was with Wyatt. She was there before anybody else. No one knows what's happening. She's best friends with Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross is Sister Abigail. No one knows what's happening. You can't do nothing there. You got Sammy Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Two awesome wrestlers. They could be your United States division wrestlers. You put them as a tag team. What happens? You keep wrestling. You keep having them wrestle the same fucking people every week. It gets tiresome, right? Carmelo Hayes and Andrade is an awesome match, but when you watch it 42 times a month, we get done with. It's not Ric Flair and fucking Ricky the Dragon Steamboat here. Especially when it doesn't mean nothing. If you're putting on a match that doesn't mean nothing, what the fuck? Why do I want to watch this more than once? And AEW? I don't know the stories that's going on with AEW. All I know is that I'm seeing the same shit over and over again. And I'm not even talking about from week to week. I'm talking about from spot to spot. Bro, the reason why I only watch the Mercedes matches is because at least that looks different than what the fuck else is happening. Because Mercedes can't do all those fucking flips and shit and the 42 fucking super kicks. You know what I'm saying? I see Swerve Strickland in a 10-man match, and he steps in the ring with Jon Moxley, and I can't tell that they hate each other. That's a problem. Cowboy shit, and the fucking skinhead is in the middle of the ring staring each other down, but it's supposed to be on sight. And they ain't doing nothing. They're doing a pose battle, right? They're sticking their chest out. It's like watching fucking two chickens fucking about to start fighting. They're just posting each other up like, rah, 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 and they got their chest popped out and shit. That's what the fuck it looks like. You got another woman. I don't know. I forgot who the fuck it was. She comes out to save somebody. And the new one now that does the fucking Bray Wyatt shit and spins around quickly.
NuKKle.
Yeah, she's in there beating the shit out of someone. Some woman comes out there and doesn't touch her. She just looks at her in the face and then she walks out of the ring. Like, what was that? What was that? For that, you should have just fucking went on the screen and said, hey, stop that shit. Like, I hate when people just run out to the ring and look at you in your face. What are you gonna get arrested? This is wrestling, bro. Go fuck her up. Push her out of the ring. Get out of the ring before I get there. You should not be in the ring when I'm on the way there to protect somebody. Because if you are, I gotta fuck you up. You're stupid if you're gonna stand there while I'm coming full speed, fresh as a daisy to come fuck you up. And then I don't hit you? I look like a pussy now. You look like a dumbass and I look like a pussy. Two bitches in the sea. Everybody's a fucking magician. Everybody's a fucking mastermind. They got the greatest minds in wrestling nowadays. Everybody in the motherfuckers are students of the game. But do they know what subject we're doing in today's class? R-Truth is fucking, what is he, 50-something years old?
Yeah, I think 52.
And he's doing the best fucking wrestling I've ever seen in my life. And all this man is doing is talking. And he jumped John Cena twice. This is the best anyone's ever been in a long fucking time, Ray. Why? Because this man takes every iteration of his character serious. And he knows what the fuck he's doing. Tyson, if I'm running into the ring to protect someone, I'm not going to stare you down. I'm going to knock you the fuck out. It's just, you have to make it make sense for my eyes. That's like a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat and the hat is fucking see-through. We see the rabbits there already. We see you move the thing and the rabbit's there. Well, you fucked up the trick. Illusion's gone. This is my issue with wrestling. My issue with wrestling is that there is all the stuff that made wrestling magical and people want to do it is gone. It's gone. It is, dude. the last time you had connected with somebody in a match to the point where you're sitting there going, yo, he's gonna win, he's about to, and then they fucked that up. Was the what? One of the first times they did it back in the day? Dude, I said this yesterday. They have 5 fucking ties in AEW. They've been around. That's like 1 tie a year, Ray. And I don't think the last time WWE had a tie was WrestleMania 12, the Iron Man match. And they extended that so there's no tie. Everything special about the special shit is gone.
I don't know if I could agree with that though. Because again, last Monday, you mean to tell me we weren't on that watching that? It's like, is Gunther about to win this? Like there's still a connection there.
You talking about the Monday before this last one?
Yeah, not Monday that we just saw. Monday last week with Jay and Gunther.
Okay, but there's a difference, right?
But that's what I'm. So what is it that the connection is lost? Because there's so many matches I can tell you. The last few years, there's a connection there. There's an emotional connection.
What's because the connection with Gunther winning was, yo, Gunther's gonna win this. He won it. Fuck, now you got to wrestle Goldberg. They did this shit to give it to fucking Goldberg. That was the emotional connection, and to me, that's not worth it. I don't pay to get connected like that.
But okay, so
to me, that's worse than fucking the $1 Million Man stealing the fucking title from Hogan.
So the year 2 years ago, first Roman versus Cody, where we expect Cody's winning it here. There's no connection to that. Well, we're like, here it comes. Oh, Roman kicked out. Oh shit, Roman just won. Before we get Endgame, before we get everyone interferes, there's not that, like, sometimes I get it. We want that just, there's nothing to expect there. We want the unexpected. But sometimes that connection is okay.
But give me the connection between Nikki Bella and Liv Morgan. Because you're giving me connections for WrestleMania. WrestleMania is the culmination of it all. At that point, we was invested because Vince McMahon had just sold the fucking company. We was under the influence of this shit being something new and going back to the wrestling we loved. Cody just left AEW. Roman Reigns was earmarked to fucking lose as the Bloodline guy, and it was like, oh, this is gonna be fucking phenomenal because the Bloodline was the best thing we've seen. And then he lost, and all we got is Jay got to simmer because Cody got to finish the story. How connected were you with that match with Jay versus Jimmy?
What?
Not very, right?
For
WrestleMania?
me?
Yeah,
bro.
Not very, right?
What do you mean it wasn't connected, bro? We thought it was gonna be the best fucking match.
Yeah, but what happened when it happened? How connected were you when it was happening? And you know how I fucking back Jay.
But that's the thing. Again, the execution is where, that's why I'm like, the connection to the match or the connection to the actual just execution.
The match. You watched the match.
Yeah.
After the 700th fucking super kick, you were like, all right, bro, I'm out. You know that match wasn't good.
Yeah. But it wasn't what we thought it was going to be. The Rumble fucking 5 minutes was better.
Yeah. How connected were you with John Cena and Cody Rhodes? Not the story, the match.
But wait, you can't ask that because it has to be both.
No, it doesn't. We just split up the story with the match for Jay and Jimmy.
But but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The connection goes with that though. So that's
but okay.
The story.
So, all right. So we'll answer the question together.
Yeah.
So the build up for the match, you was connected with it.
Yeah.
The build up of the match ended when the bell rang. When the bell rang, to start the match and the bell rang to end the match, your connection lessened or got tighter for Cody and John Cena?
The connection definitely loosened up a bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's like, well, I was happy. Again, it sucks because you know what I wanted to happen.
Yeah,
so it's not like.
But here's the thing, though, Ray.
Yeah.
And I'll even challenge you on the story of the match because we know. Well, I wasn't surprised at how bad that match was. I anticipated that match being bad. The biggest downfall of that match was who not showing up, Ray. The Rock. The Rock was the reason why that match was worse than what it was. Because we got Travis Scott to set up for the final boss, the man that John Cena sold his soul to be world champion. What was the point of Cena selling his soul to The Rock if The Rock didn't even fucking help him win the title? This is what I'm talking about.
That's what bugs me. That's like, I don't even think The Rock not showing up, it is what it is. Just Travis Scott being the reason that it's like, no one else could have shown up.
Yeah.
Anything
I mean,
else? Like,
bro,
shit, just Cena do it on his own would have been bad.
Word. It would have been.
Like, that's the only thing that's just like, ugh.
If The Rock would have helped Cena win the Elimination Chamber, then okay, I got you your title shot. You sold your soul to me, I got you your title shot. Then Rock, you do it on your own. I mean, Cena, do it on your own. Right. That makes more sense. But you see, the stories that people are giving us for the matches on paper sound good. The execution is weak, and they're repeats. Jay versus Gunther. Yes, the one time Gunther beat the shit out of Jimmy and had his blood all over his body was cool. Everything else about that story was, wait a minute. Jay, you fought the tribal chief, the Thanos of the WWE twice. Once because you didn't believe he was the tribal chief. The second time it was to defend your fucking brother. And you almost beat him. You wasn't afraid of him. You wasn't afraid of anybody. You aren't afraid of your fucking cousin, who everybody's afraid of, in Jacob Fatu. But now you're afraid of Gunther. That storyline works when it's with a man like Sami Zayn. Where he's not really afraid of Gunther. He's more afraid of losing. And he doesn't have any self-confidence. Jey Uso is a fucking gangster. We've been through this already. We're getting cheap shit, right?
But I see where they went with it. That it's
where they wanted to go with.
Where it's like you have to still build it as, can he do the big one? Because again, we let him simmer, like you said. We let him simmer for so long. So now, can he do it? In the end, he did. But you still have to tell that story of, will he be able to do it? Does he even think he can do it?
But it also fucks him up that he wins the Intercontinental title. Can he win the big one? He won the big one against Braun Breaker and then instantly loses it. What, a week, 2 weeks after?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks.
I think it would have made more sense if he didn't beat Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. And then that question, can he do the big one? And it's not even that he's afraid of Gunther. It's just he has to prove to himself if he could do the big one or not. And he's more in his head about not fucking up again than being afraid of Gunther. Because then with Jimmy coming and saying, I need that let me get him oos. I need that oos, the right-hand man oos. That makes sense. Because he's sitting there thinking that he ain't good enough. And Jimmy's like, no, bro, you are good enough. That's why you left. And then Gunther beats the shit out of Jimmy and it unlocks that motherfucker. The one that he threw away because he thought that wasn't the guy he wanted to be anymore. Then he's afraid of him, like he said. That makes more sense. Like this, they're not thinking shit. They're not thinking. I'm pretty sure this is like H is going, yo, this is the plan for the story here. All right, cool. Just do the basics. There's no thought. There's no thought in the whole story. There's no thought in what's happening afterwards. There's no thought in what's going on here. And it's like, yo, you know what'd be cool is if he beats the shit out of Jimmy and puts the blood on him. And then what's gonna happen after that? Well, you know, Jay's gonna cut a promo. What? What? Come on. Come on. I think that the smartest shit they ever did was when CM Punk is out there talking shit about Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins walked out, CM Punk dropped the mic and ran after him, and they started fighting. That's what should have happened with John Cena and Cody Rhodes after Cody Rhodes got his ass kicked. Cody Rhodes beat the shit out of The Miz the night after John Cena beat him up in Elimination Chamber. He didn't touch Cena. That makes sense? Now I'm mad at you, Miz? What? Is Eddie Kingston writing that shit? Yo, Eddie Kingston, all of our on-site stories, I need you to write them. You're the only person to know what on-site means.
But that's also the thing, too, which I get. It's a stupid trope, but they can't always touch.
They can't.
Because then it loses the luster of it. Because then can't. Why do we have to watch the pay-per-view? They just beat the shit out of each other for 4 weeks in a row.
Well, here's the thing though, Ray. If they can't touch, they should not be face-to-face. Or there should be a caveat. It's not for nothing. If Cena would have came out and Cody came out and about 50 fucking guards stood in between Cody and Cena, because Cena deemed it so that you're not going to touch me, because The Rock gave me this shit, that would have been something stronger. It's like, now you can't touch me. Instead of, I won't touch you. No. Cody's never been that guy. Cody's always been hit first, ask questions later. Same way as Jay. All right, let's go into these things here, because we went through.
All good.
All right, let's see. What if they swerve everybody and Seth Rollins cashes in on Goldberg? Fuck that.
That probably will happen at this point. Like, I would not be surprised if that's the case.
I mean, I don't know, bro.
It's the thing of, again, like I said, I just want them to get through the match.
It would be a fucking. Here you go, Goldberg. You got your final fucking match. You're the champion. Now Seth Rollins. That'd be a waste.
I don't think we need Goldberg to win the title here. Again, I
don't think so either.
It's just the idea of the match. The match can happen. Again, it's a title match. Cool. I don't think Goldberg is in this to get a win here. I think it's him coming to do the honors, and we're good. I don't see Goldberg trying to be like, you know what? I need one more run with the title here.
Yeah.
I don't. I think this is let's see if he could still have a good match. I think that's what it is.
This would have helped Gunther last year at Royal Rumble. He would have seemed unstoppable, and it would have made Jey Uso's fucking match against him seem more like you can't win this, Jay.
Yeah.
But now this seems like, hey, he's ready. Fuck. All right, everybody, clean up the table and let's get the tofu that everybody wanted.
And that's the problem, because it's been set up for so long that it's like, that's why I said it Monday. Okay, cool. Let's just get over with it. Let's just do it, because we knew it was coming.
But that cool, let's get over with this shit, bro, is a sacrifice. Yo, dude, it's not like, I gotta take a day off to go to the doctor and get a shot. I gotta quit my job to get this shot. You're like, they sacrificed Jay hard body for this, and they didn't need to. They shouldn't have. There's no reason the title should have been there. If Jay was injured, cool, but there's no reason for it. And it was instant, Ray. They didn't even let Gunther breathe with that title before Goldberg started coming out.
No.
For that, it should have been Oh shit, Jay's knocked out. Ding, 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 ding. And Goldberg's music comes out and says, now you're wrestling me. Don't even give the title to Gunther. Just fucking hold it in a box and say, well, the winner of your match is going to be real champion. That was so fast, Ray.
What we knew it was going to happen, though. The minute he won it, we're like, well,
but we're not supposed to know. I know.
That's why we're having this discussion right now, is because there are so many things that become predictable.
Yes, but they don't hide it. Like back in the day, it was like, yo, but they're doing this shit, so this could happen, and then it happens, but they happen. So it happens to a point where I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, okay.
It happens to a point where it's like, well, I can't really see this happening any other way. I know Bret Hart was supposed to, become champion, and they didn't want him to lose to the Undertaker, and Diesel won the title, but it makes sense. Bret Hart is now the number.
So I have to ask this though, and again, this might become very hypocritical because we do this every week, but I have to ask it. Is it because we now have this? We have people every fucking minute are either finding out, oh, this is now in the works, or this is in talks, or now this contract is expiring, or oh, this person just signed a new contract. Oh, this person is now training again, or this. Like the reason that everything is not is fucking just predictable now is because everything is fucking out there. Well, like, it's hard to keep secrets anymore. And this is what I hate about the internet and the IWC now, is because it's so hard to fucking look at shit that it's like, bro, before anyone knows it, it's out there. Like everything is fucking out there. If this person is signed, it's already there because they know this person's coming. Or if this the last real surprise that fucking happened with wrestling was this AAA deal. Yeah. Like no one saw that coming and no one was able to break it because it felt like they just signed it and said, we're announcing it now. Because fuck it. If we don't, Sean Ross Sapp or fucking Meltzer or someone's going to know. And that's the issue, that it's like, bro, it's a situation of it's hard with fucking wrestling fans nowadays, or not even. This is where I like to switch it. It's not wrestling fans. It's the ones that say they are, that then are the first ones to fucking leak shit or fucking put shit out there. And that's what ruins it. That's why I say, is it that the connection is lost at times, or is it we lose it because of other elements of it? That's what kills wrestling to me, that it's like, there's amazing things that are happening, but because X, Y, and Z is now out there, like the Liv Morgan situation, before she was even, we heard anything, we heard like 3 diagnostics. Either she's out for 6 weeks, either she's out for 6 months, or now she's out for like a year. I heard. Like it's like she wasn't hurt for like an hour yet.
Yeah.
Like it's like holy shit, and it just goes like that. That it's like, let's just. It's hard to say it, but it's like, let's watch. Let's see what's gonna happen.
But here's the thing, though, Ray. It's part of the world now, right?
Yeah.
So we have to atone for, like, we have to adjust for this.
Yeah.
Like with breaking news, we have to be able to adjust. Like if something happened right now and my phones come up, it's like, oh shit, Hulk Hogan just bought WWE. We have to be able to pivot and talk about that, right? So with Goldberg, just the Goldberg's leaking. Oh, he wants his retirement match. He's cleared to go. Gunther wins the championship. Money in the Bank is what? The 28th?
I believe so. Hold
on. Let me just fucking clarify this before I start.
Yeah, all good.
Night of Champions, the 28th.
Okay.
Right? Monday Night Raw comes. Gunther's out there. They're chanting Goldberg. He makes the mention. Goldberg learned his lesson already. He's not going to fuck him. They end the show. Goldberg doesn't show up. This Monday night comes. Gunther wrestles whoever the fuck. He beats the shit out of him. He wins. He wins. He defends his title. He talks to Adam Pearce. I'll see you next Monday because I'm not working Sunday. You know, you don't have any reason for me to be working. Jey Uso loses that 4-way King of the Ring match. He's open. And Jey Uso goes, how about me and you run it back on Sunday? Gunther says no. You got to earn your shot. This is the beginning of the night. Jay's like, fuck it. There's got to be something. Seth Rollins ruins Jay's night. The wise man reads in his contract, you don't have a rematch clause. You can't ask for a rematch. You don't have a stake at a rematch here. And Jey Uso's like, yo, fuck this then. How about I wrestle for a shot? All right. He gets a title shot against Penta. The winner of that match wrestles Gunther. Seth Rollins is sitting there going, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch this match. I got my eye on this match. We're anticipating now, yo, if Jay wins, he gets the title shot at Night of Champions. He's probably going to win. But how cool would it be if we had Gunther versus Penta? Right? The match happens. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed come. They end the match. No contest.
Yeah.
Adam Pearce comes and goes, we're not going to end this shit like this. Gunther's going to have a match at Night of Champions. We're going to continue the shit. No. No. Wise man. I put in the clause here. If there is no contender, I get to name his opponent. You think it's going to be Seth Rollins? Night of Champions comes. Gunther's out there. Who's his opponent? Goldberg comes out. This whole time, Goldberg is a Paul Heyman man. Goldberg wrestles Gunther. Goldberg jackhammers Gunther. Goldberg leaves the ring. Seth Rollins comes out, cashes in the Money in the Bank, pins Gunther. 1, 2, 3, new champion. Now that favor I owe you is done, Goldberg says to Paul Heyman. Now what, Ray? People knew Goldberg was going to have his retirement match. People knew all this other shit, but they didn't see that coming. The last thing you would ever see is Goldberg working with Seth Rollins. And guess what happens now, Ray? It leaves the door open, or if you wanted to, Seth Rollins versus Goldberg at SummerSlam. Now, I know Goldberg is not somebody that people want to see constantly, right? But you put a story of having Goldberg do something that he don't normally does.
Yeah.
Interject that he did a favor that he
paid off a favor.
He paid off a favor for Heyman.
But he's owed
right?
a favor now, yeah.
And now he's getting his get back because Goldberg isn't that type of man.
Yeah.
So now we get to hear how the fuck did Paul Heyman have Goldberg by the nuts?
Yeah.
This is all something people are not sitting here going, fucking Goldberg's got to retire. Of course, you fucking with Jay and blah, blah, blah. Because we already won. All the blame for Jay losing and not getting his title back is on Seth. No. 2, all the reason for Gunther losing the championship is on Goldberg. 3, now we got to understand why Paul Heyman's mastermind, how Paul Heyman mastermind all that. It takes away the view. It takes away all of our criticism of Triple H and everybody who else is running the story, because we're looking at them going, what the fuck, bro? This is the best you could give us? Why are you giving us this bullshit? We want that. Because now we're invested in the story here. The story's telling us what's happening instead of for the people. I hate when I come on Raw and there's news about, Mr. Iguana's going to make his debut. There's no mention of this shit on any WWE social media, nothing. But Mr. Iguana's going to make his debut and he's going to wrestle Chad Gable. And then boom, first match of the night, Mr. Iguana makes his debut and wrestles Chad Gable. People should not be telling me this shit, right? The WWE should be telling me this shit. It's just and I came up with that story right in front of your fucking face. I didn't think about this shit before. And if we had time to think about it and you chimed in, we could have made that story way better. And that's within 2 weeks of Night of Champions. This is where I get my shit from. This is my justification for what I'm saying when it comes to these people. Because yes, it's a shitty fucking thing to deal with all these leaks and everybody's ruining the surprises. But oh boy, is it ever so good to fuck with people back.
And that's the thing too, that it's like some of these decisions, I feel like at times you're doing it because of that. You're almost doing things that it's like sometimes it's like, well, you're not going to see this one coming.
Yeah.
Like the Jay thing. Again, I know we're looking at it as Jay got sacrificed here, unfortunately. But again, did we really think Gunther was winning last week? Because we said it. We're like, well, this is a throwaway. Like we were ready to be like, well, Jay's going to win this one and that's it. We'll see y'all tomorrow for comics.
Yeah.
So it's like it's one of those where sometimes even if doing little things like that, it's still keeping people on their toes because now it's like, well, fuck, now we gotta watch Raw. like it's one of those, and I get it. Sometimes the outcome isn't possibly what we wanted, and unfortunately, at times there's more times than it's a negative than a positive when it comes to the outcome. But at times, you need to do certain outcomes in order for us to tell that magic word that I know we hate sometimes, the story. Because that's the one thing when it comes to this, there has to be creative plans. If it's still guys like Paul Heyman helping out with this, they know the ending a lot sooner than we think. Like it's still promoting 101. I would hope that they're still implementing is they know how this is going to end. We have to get to how we get there, though. That's why I said, like the Cena thing, they legit told us, we know where this ends. In December, he's gone in Boston. So they know how that ends. They know who he's facing at the last match, which more than likely we've talked about it here. It's probably going to be The Rock.
It should be The Rock.
It's probably going to be The Rock.
Because we thought it was going to be CM Punk.
Yeah, which they sped that up a little more quicker, which, hey, it is what it is. That's going to be, it's, I don't know if it's going to happen in Saudi. My money's still on that. Probably not, but we'll see. But yeah, it's December. We'll see Rock Cena, third time in a lifetime. The match we never thought we would see. We're seeing it three times the charm. But they know that. And everything else, there has to be that mentality. With certain things, does it feel like they just, again, like I said earlier, oh, that's stuck. Okay, cool. That one's not sticking. Like, it sucks. Because there's a lot of things that's like, oh, if we just keep on the path with this is working. Okay. We like this.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example.
Okay.
All right, the shit they did with Gunther and the shit they did with Goldberg, right? Yeah. The shit they did with R-Truth, where everyone came back and said, oh, they fired R-Truth, but not Ron Killings, and he's back as Ron Killings. Even you made the distinction.
Yep. And
it looks like they ran with that story.
Yep.
But what was something that R-Truth said to Bubba Ray and kind of to the rest of the WWE world, the universe?
What?
Who the fuck are you to tell me who I am? You don't tell me who I am. They could have, by all means, been like, I mean, these fans got a point. That is a pretty good story. All right. But I'm going to take ownership of it. I'm not giving them credit for it. Fuck y'all. I'm Ron Killings. You ain't going to tell me who the fuck I'm going to be.
Well, and that's when you talk about it, that's the point, though.
Yeah.
No matter what, the whole point of this, when it comes to wrestling, is it's I heard it from a wise man, and if he hears this, he's gonna laugh. The whole point is we have to make you believe the lie. Wrestling is based off a fucking. This is all lies.
Yes.
So that's the sad part about this. This is all lies. So I can tell you right now that, oh yeah, this was part of the plan. R-Truth was never fired. Was he though? Probably.
Yeah.
But we're gonna base it off lies because it helps the story if we tell you, enjoy the show. And it helps Ron now because Ron gets to say they listen to you.
You see the pivot though? Where's the pivot with everything else?
But that's the thing. That it's like, what's the lie they're trying to tell there? Like with Cross. The biggest thing with carrying Cross right now is this a shoot? Is carrying Cross tired of his position? Is carrying Cross, is there no plan for carrying Cross? Why carrying Cross possibly re-signed though? Because now that's a rumor. First, it was thrown out that he has a few months left on his contract. Now it's thrown out that he re-signed his contract. Who knows? And that's the best thing because there's a lot of this that it's like they can't always pivot because they also still have to be they're still in between the line. and that's what sucks. That sometimes it's like, okay, if we listen to the fans on this one, can we listen to them on this? Because this ain't working.
Yeah, but all right. Right.
Yeah.
The lie was John Cena's soul is sold to The Rock.
Yeah.
That was the lie.
That was the lie because we needed a reason for how did John Cena turn heel? Oh, he sold his soul to The Rock. Okay.
And that lie was made to be a lie the day after John Cena sold his soul to The Rock.
Yeah.
That was a waste of a story. I get it. You needed John Cena to turn around and do all the other shit. But John Cena could have turned around and easily blamed the fans for his complacentness and his thinking that he could just show up and keep up with these guys and do his stick and, be where he's at. And he's more mad at himself and the fans because no one told him that he was slipping or whatever the case may be. It could have just been just like that. It could have been, I hate y'all motherfuckers because y'all made me believe that I was still where I was when clearly I'm not. We didn't need The Rock to sell his soul and have Cody say, I'm going to buy your soul and all other shit. And even if that was happening, shut the fuck up after it.
Yeah. I feel like that, to me, that would have been, if you're turning Cena heel, which again, that's another one of those that's like, well, we listened to y'all. Y'all wanted to heel Cena. So before he goes and he's telling his greatest hits, boom, it's the remix. Instead of babyface Cena and all these feuds, we're giving out heel Cena. Okay, Damian, is it that heel Cena, the character sucks, or is it the work? Because it's two different things. Because heel Cena as a promo,
I think even I don't think it's on par with his normal promos. King of the Ring, heel Cena is awful so far. Dude, it's. When he said to Austin Theory, these people could smell bullshit. They know when you're not authentic. And you're not cutting it, kid. We smelling the bullshit from Cena's heel turn. This isn't heel Cena. This is character Cena. This is the character that they told him to play in a movie, and he's just doing it week after week on a TV show. Because the best thing that came from heel Cena was Logan's confident promo about how I'm a self-made man and Jay and Cody are Nepo babies. That was the best thing that happened with Cena. And Logan finally had the balls to tell people, yeah, I made my money on YouTube. There hasn't been one promo. The promo that he did with Randy Orton. You need a child? How dare you, dude? If you count, there's like 15 how dare yous between him and Randy Orton.
I don't know, man. Like the Randy feud, I thought. Again, the match could always be better. Hey, it is what it is. But the promos, I thought worked, which we expected because it's two guys that fucking knew each other for years. The one now with Punk, I feel like it worked.
I think Punk's holding those together. Which one you reading? The King of the Ring?
Wait, what did he say? Problem with heel scene, heel, no run-ins, no ambush. But
I think Cena's.
I don't know if that makes a good heel though.
I think Cena's too big for run-ins and
yeah,
ambush.
it's like
if he had a goon squad, like fucking Logan Paul and what is this fucking guy Travis Scott?
Yeah.
If he had that goon squad where I'm gonna kill wrestling, I'm gonna do it with two social media, with a rapper and a social media artist, that would make him a better heel because at least the paintbrush he's using to do the art isn't a wrestling paintbrush.
Yeah.
And Logan can take that heat. His character was made for that heat.
No.
Because no one wants to win no more, guy. They don't have the heart to win this shit. WWE should have turned Cody heel, just like I said. You know something, Damian? I don't think they should turn Cody heel. I think they should make him an anti-hero. I think Cody should stop with this suit-wearing shit and be the fucking guy that he was in AEW, where he was basically saying, fuck the establishment. Because that was what made people fall in love with AEW, the idea of AEW. This is competition. This is another fucking brand of wrestling. This isn't the WWE. We're not corporate. We're wrestlers. We're this, we're that. We're gritty, and we're going to do things our way. And he threw on a suit and went right back to the WWE and became corporate.
Yeah.
You know? Cena never been in a faction except for Nexus. It doesn't have to be a faction. It could just be a goon squad. It could just be two guys trying to make it in this business in an unconventional way, and they hitch their coattails to Cena, and Cena's just using them.
Yeah.
Because that makes also a good heel. Someone who is just using the people who are willing to follow him blindly.
Yeah. Well, also, it works with this because it's like it's Cena ruining wrestling with two people that the babyface or the real John Cena would never entrust to do these things. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, his promos have been there because John Cena had to basically say something that on paper he would never want to say. He put over Logan fucking Paul. Like, the babyface John Cena. Again, not the person. Again, because John Cena has given Logan his credit, as we've had to on here. Like, sometimes you got to give the guy credit. He's still a piece of shit. It is what it is. But from a performer standpoint, you got to give him credit. And, well, Damian, no, that's a okay. That one I feel like you're off on that.
He calls himself that as a play off his father's American.
Yeah, it's Damian. He's explained why he's the American Nightmare. That was also thanks to Gato. That was a thing. They wanted to base it off when he went to Japan because his dad's the American dream. You're coming off edgy. You're coming off back of being, again, the guy that left the biggest company, left the establishment. You're the American Nightmare. Like he's not. It's a whole different stick.
Now, the American Nightmare, based off of that, how is he corporate? That makes no sense. Because you see, you made it seem like he's the American Nightmare because he got screwed over and couldn't live his American dream. So he's the American Nightmare, opposite of the American dream. He made it. WWE, he became champion. He's corporate. That doesn't make sense because now he's living his American dream. He should have been the American Nightmare for the WWE because despite all that shit that they said about him, despite everything they made him go through, he's good enough to be champion. He's not gonna follow the rules. Because to be honest with you, Stone Cold Steve Austin was the American Nightmare for WWE. He was more American Nightmare for WCW while he was the WWE champion. Because despite them saying black boots and black tights ain't gonna make it, my man became one of the top people.
Yeah. See, with Cody, I feel like the thing is too that his character is supposed to almost be the opposite of the common man right now. That's why he's like this. He's not the middle class worker.
Yeah.
That's why he has the suits. He's drinking the nice vodka. Is it vodka that he keeps promoting?
Oh, whiskey. The whiskey.
Whatever he's promoting. I think it's vodka.
The white guy shit.
Yeah. Maybe he's been drinking. The one that produces the one that promotes his podcast now.
Yeah.
Like that's the reason. He has the fine bus. He has everything. He has the nice, like it's supposed to be that. And again, can it transition easily to a heel? Of course. He could be a heel any like it works. The character works as a heel. The problem is that's not him right now. He is still anti-establishment because he doesn't want to be the full corporate sellout. But he's also, again, he's a main event player for a reason there. Like, and right now, the establishment is the Cena, is the Rock, is those guys. So he has to be the babyface in this because currently those are the guys that are the heels. Can we see a Cody heel run in the future though? Any day. Any day. I will probably get one with Randy when that feud ends up happening.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm not saying he should. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Damien's saying he should be.
Yeah, that's how I was more answering like that as well, like trying to
I think it shouldn't be so clear cut of I'm here to kiss babies and shake hands. You know, because like Jey Uso, right?
Yeah.
I can understand him doing his thing because one, he's on his own, and he's the hype man. He's doing all this other shit. He's the champion. As your first championship run, you would think this is what I need to do as champion because this is the example that all the good champions did. You know, the Rock when he was the face, Mankind, Undertaker, Austin, Hogan, Macho Man. They all went. They did their TV shows. They spoke inspirational. They wanted everybody behind them. They did this. I get that. But Cody, it worked in the beginning because of his father's story, because his reasoning for wanting to be champion.
Yeah,
it worked. We connect with that because it took us away from the whole WWE just signed a major AEW guy and they're making him champion. They took that all the eyes off of that, and they made it, I'm here for my father. Because a big staple in the WWE nowadays with NXT and all that was Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
So it's almost an homage to Dusty Rhodes. Now, there's no more homage to Dusty Rhodes. He's his own man. Cody's his own man. There's not a lot of stuff we see that he does from his father.
Which also it helps because now it's like we've at least pushed away because he was in AEW, that's why he's getting the push too. Yeah. So it cleared that away. It cleared.
Yeah.
This is no longer the Cody doing this for Dusty. This is no longer, it's the vindictive reason because he was in AEW, you know? And sometimes you have to do that too. That's why you have to pivot at times because we have to be able to, wait, that's not why we're doing this. Hold on. How do we make you, we have to almost do the magic trick of quarters over here. I got to make you look at this hand.
Yeah.
How do I get you to look at this hand?
It's the Wheatley vodka.
Okay, so it is a vodka. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Because I couldn't get the theme out of the Wheatley. Sometimes you drink it neatly.
I was just like, I feel like it's vodka, but I couldn't. I was like, I feel like Cody would be a whiskey guy though. Like, I feel like Cody's a whiskey guy. I feel like especially that he smokes cigars. I feel like he's definitely like a whiskey guy.
You know me, I'm a pina colada guy. I don't know nothing about the whiskey. And
I like my whiskey. Shout out to Lay. Lay and Hoch will keep our whiskeys.
That shit burns though. Some of them.
It does, bro. It definitely does. Shit, the one
it doesn't help with the acid reflux either.
No. And bro, you know what's crazy? I still have that. Like, there's certain weeks that you like, I'll fucking be like, cool, we drinking, and then by that Monday, I shouldn't have been drinking. Like, we're getting older.
Yeah.
I like AEW Cody better than Cena.
Well, all right. I thought he was saying he like AEW Cody better than WWE Cody. Oh wait, he did say that.
Oh, he did say that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The next one. I personally like the WWE Cody better than AEW Cody.
Yeah.
AEW Cody was giving me that invincible vibe.
Well, I thought that was the point. Like, even the look.
Yeah, but dude, the Exalted one, you got to lose at one point to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, not even because he passed, but I think Brody Lee should have been the guy that owned Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Well, it did, and then Cody came back with the dark hair, and then boom, just beat him immediately.
Yeah.
Again, this is why you have to have an end goal.
Yeah.
Like, that definitely felt like some of the booking, not all, not all, but some of the booking definitely felt like, well, they also were in a weird time too.
Yeah, with the COVID and they were trying
it's I feel like, bro, it's weird.
It overreached with a lot of stuff.
I hate to have to say that, because it's like, oh, if we do that, then there's a lot of shit we could do that with. If there wasn't a pandemic and they really got to like week to week fully do what they wanted to do, I feel like we would have seen a lot more like full ideas out there, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, it also created some very interesting television. Like, the reason we got that fucking Anarchy in the Arena in the first place was because of that. We wouldn't have gotten that match. I don't think that would have ever been an idea to do Anarchy in the Arena, and now it's a staple in AEW. Also, those debuts came out of nowhere. Like, Matt Hardy showing up, Brody Lee being the Exalted one. Like, a lot of that's the one thing that I guess, in the nicest way, the pandemic helped, was it kept secrets, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, to circle back to earlier, like, there's so many things that, yes, maybe could have been done better without the pandemic. There's also a lot of things that it helped.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, to be honest with you, Ray, like, I hear the news. It's hard to not see, because it's posts. Yeah, it's posts all over social media.
Yeah.
What helped me out a lot is I stopped listening to other people talk about wrestling.
I try not to. The problem is when it's all over my fucking feed, man.
There's so many fucking stories. Like, there's one guy, like, it's almost like they're trying to be a news thing. Like, Liv Morgan dislocates her shoulder and it ruined a major storyline for Evolution. Now, what's WWE gonna do? I think it hurts WWE because of this and that. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, the reason why I say that is because, bro, I'm 37 years old. I've been watching wrestling for 37 years, right? The one constant in wrestling is that the show's going to keep going on.
Yep.
Sadly, someone died and the show kept going on.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan dislocated her shoulder. The only thing that means is Liv Morgan is not wrestling the Evolution.
Yep. But guess what? Nikki Bella will have a new opponent.
Yeah. It'll probably be Raquel or Roxanne.
Probably be Roxanne. I feel like if the best way I could see that storyline go now,
she fills in for her.
Yeah. Like, she fills in for the 6 months or 2. Which also, again, that's the next thing was, oh, she's out 6 weeks. Oh, she's probably out 6 months. She might be out with a year now because she might need surgery. It's like, let's wait. Because
Let's get a doctor in there.
That's the thing that I'm like, how do y'all know?
Yeah.
How do you
An
know?
MRI.
She might just be able to Mel Gibson it. Might not be the healthiest way.
Yeah.
But she might just fucking need click and she's back in a few weeks.
Yeah. An MRI.
Yeah, that will tell
is
us.
what we need to tell us. Not no fucking cocksucker that just looks at it and goes, "Oh, that's probably 6 months to a year. She's gone forever."
Shit. Like and that's what I hate, man. That it's like, fuck. Like it's just things like that just ruin it. Because it's like nothing is, this is happening, so this now has to happen. It's like,
yeah.
Is it? Like, and again, sometimes the swerves that they throw out there is just, fuck it, let's put that out there. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, because the way we do this show, and I actually had Chat GPT ask me about the Wrestling with Knuckleheads podcast on YouTube. And they said that we're pop culture, we talk about wrestling, but we're heavily invested in our viewers engaging in our show. And I'm like, yo, you got us right on the fucking nail. Because we don't sit here and go, oh, Liv Morgan's out for a year, it ruins everything. We sit here and go, Liv Morgan's out for a year, now what? Yep. Here goes some possible things I would do, or Gray would do, or they could do. We can see them doing this. But it's always been, what is the story you're trying to tell us? And if the story's good, we're in it. If the story's bad, we tell you that we don't like it and how we would do it. Yeah. There's no definite shit here of this sucks. We're never gonna watch wrestling again, and the WWE's gonna fail next week. Like,
you know what's crazy? And that's what most fucking media is, and I never get it. Because it's like, but people still watch. That's why when I see people, because it's like, oh, WWE's failing, AEW's failing, TNA's failing. Insert 3-letter company here.
Yeah.
And it's like, but they're still running. And they're still running last year when you said that. And the year after, they're going to be running. How are they failing?
See, now,
it's just, again, are they making the best decision at times? No.
Not yet.
But also, it is hard to make the best decision 99% of the times when, unfortunately, and again, it's not to defend, but it's just also saying we are in a business where you're never playing with the same deck. Because today, this is the deck of cards we have.
And that's fair.
And an hour, somehow the deck has changed.
Yeah, it's fair because one, the same ballet. And two, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of things that are happening backstage that they're just like, yo, we don't have a definite answer on AAA selling to us, so we can't move forward with this. But once we get that answer, we could do this. AAA selling to us. Fuck, this happened faster than I thought. Put it out on Money in the Bank.
Bro, so let's put it like this, without saying the actual logistics of it.
Yeah.
I've talked to you about respect.
Yes.
And what is going on.
Yeah.
How many times have I had to send to the group chat? So this happened.
Yeah.
And now I got to do this. Cool. I got this. And this is all on the same day. Maybe an hour later. Hey.
So this happened.
This happened. It's like, oh, was that still about that? No. It's a whole different. Oh, okay. So that's why I say you can start out. Let's say, today's Thursday. Let's say you start out at 8 a.m. Open a brand new deck of cards. This is the deck we're playing with. 9 a.m. That deck of cards just got switched like 10 times. Like that's how wrestling is, man. That's like sometimes, again, it could be injury, it could be logistics, it can be just a whole slew of things that we don't know about. I've gotten to see now because booking this show, I've booked this card 100 times by now.
Yeah, but
it's changed because of injuries.
Yeah,
because of complications, all that.
But the thing is, you go, I'm definitely doing this. This is definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
So I got to adjust this. All right, we'll do that, and we'll figure out what's going to happen with that later.
Yeah.
All right, we got this. Now I can do this. Yeah. Beautiful. But this is going to happen. This is gonna happen. I know this one thing's gonna happen. I know Gunther and Goldberg are gonna happen. How do we make that work? Fuck. This one got hurt. This one got hurt. All right, cool. But still, how do we make this work? We can do this. We gotta draw 2 over here. Fuck. All right. Reverse. The reverse said draw 2 back to this bitch. Let her take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta pick. How many books can you make with this hand, Ray? We got 7 books. All right, let's get at least 7 books.
Yo, how do we play Uno and spades in the same
at the same time, baby? Because sometimes life gives you lemons, and you gotta cut that bitch up and throw it on your steak.
Yeah, but that's what it is, though. That is wrestling in a nutshell, because it's the thing of you're hoping for this. This is the ending.
Yeah.
This is where you want. And I've had to talk to a lot of people about that, because it's like, cool, this is where I want this to go.
Yeah.
And again, it's changed 50 million times by now. And at the time of this, it is a month away. Hopefully, the promoted card stays the way it is. Will it? Probably not. By the time July 18th happens, hey, Toe, guess what just happened?
But we're still gonna do this thing. We're still gonna fucking do this. The doors are gonna open and someone's wrestling. Someone's wrestling. That's the goal. And even if my ass gotta get up in that fucking ring and wrestle show or a fucking broom, we're gonna put on a fucking show. I've been training my whole life for this shit. I'll fuck a broom up.
So, and imagine, and this is, again, we're making jokes here, but this is just this is the truth of it. And again, this is at a very smaller scale. This is at still, hey, we're running the Mecca, which again, great venue. Shit, it's gonna be a good show. Yeah. Get tickets now. tinyurl.com/respect25.
Yo, if you've never been to an independent wrestling show, it's a completely different vibe of wrestling, and you're able to be you and forget about all the bullshit and politics and stories and all other shit. You get to just sit there and be you, and that's where real wrestling happens.
But the thing is, what I'm getting at, unfortunately, is that, again, this is at a smaller scale, and we're dealing with that, and this is all going on. With them, there's so many other logistics now, because they have to deal with fucking, again, an injury could happen on Raw this Monday. A drop toe hold led to Liv Morgan's out.
Yeah, but that was all Kyrie's saying. She should have never. She
breathed. Your wrestling move. She breathed the wrong way.
She did the breathing set when she was supposed to breathe out.
So it's like
oxygen wasn't there to bounce.
Jesus, poor Kyrie saying that, because they that was a tweet I saw. I was like, how are you gonna blame her? Because they blamed her for the Zoe Stark injury. I'm like,
dude,
how?
She's the new Nia Jax.
I'm like, yo, Kyrie didn't even do it, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But again, they're dealing with that. Injuries can happen at any second. They're dealing with they're dealing with larger scale venues. They're dealing with multiple flights. They're dealing with visas. They're dealing with fucking, okay, can we do this? Are we doing this? What town are we doing this in? The logistics of it all. Like, bro, I don't even want to think about how they have to plan this out, that finally they announced Raw's coming to the Barclays the week after SummerSlam. So that Monday, so SummerSlam is that Saturday, Sunday in Jersey.
Yeah.
That Monday they're here in Brooklyn.
You know why they did that? Because they wanted as many tickets for SummerSlam as possible. Because they know people are gonna be like, yo, fuck SummerSlam. I'm gonna go to Raw and I'm gonna go to the show on Monday. So because SummerSlam is like $2,000 a ticket. Raw probably is fucking $300.
Yeah, which is crazy, because I'm like, I would think that would be the stop before. Like that Raw before, I felt like should have been there, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey,
I'm definitely gonna try to go to that Raw.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to make the Raw after SummerSlam the Raw after Mania.
Hey, it's a perfect place to do it. If there's any place you're gonna do it, bringing it to New York, that's a good bet. Yeah. That's a good bet in my book. So we'll see what happens with that. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna try to go, because
why not? That's your boy.
Okay,
go see Cena.
That's the only reason why I want to go
get that shirt.
I want
Get that fucking shirt, Ray. If you need to borrow some money, I got you.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be a few weeks after Respect, so
Yeah.
the funds might be a little lower.
Nah, I hear you.
To the next show.
Word. Leon goes. We got two off-topic questions.
All right, let's go.
Would y'all like to see the Nexus return to WWE? Could Triple H bring them back?
Not in the way I feel like Leon's asking.
Like the original
I would
Nexus?
not want the original Nexus. No shade to certain members in the group, but I would not want the original Nexus. Could we get a new variation? Hell yeah. I would love to see a new variation of the Nexus, just because we have a whole slew of fucking new people on NXT.
Yeah.
They could make a new Nexus with, again, there's stacked roster right now. That could be shit. The guys on WWE ID could make perfect new Nexus. But as in guys like Barrett's, he's doing his thing in commentary right now. He's killing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. And I don't think the guys that were in the original Nexus probably would want to do it, because they're all doing their own thing. Like PJ Black been killing it on the indies. Heath has all his kids he's still got to deal with.
David Otunga is probably,
he's still part of WWE. That's the funny thing. He's still in their legal department.
Oh, okay.
He's still. I believe so. I think he still works with WWE. Yeah, I think he's still part of their legal department, but just.
I like new. You could give me a Nexus type group.
Yeah,
I like new.
Yeah. Well, like even like the new Shield that they did. At least they changed it up. They didn't call it the Shield, because I know that was going to be the worry. But, okay.
Word.
What's Damien?
The next question. Sorry to change the topic, but what are your thoughts on AEW's lawsuit and the thing with Moxley being toxic and Ricochet calling the employee a pussy? I didn't know Ricochet. I didn't follow it, so. Moxley's being toxic and Ricochet called the employee a pussy.
So the only thing I'll say about this, because I don't know the full story, I don't know what happened really with it. Only thing I can imagine, because I saw the video, but I still don't know what actually happened. We don't.
What was agreed upon?
Unless again you're there.
Were you there?
I would assume Moxley thought it was a worker, because I would assume he probably said, "Hey, we're gonna do this. Have someone there. I'm gonna fucking push him because I'm gonna be pissed off."
Yeah,
that's what I'm assuming, because they did that with the security. Remember a few weeks before that, certain security guards, one that looked very familiar, might be at Respect on July 19th.
Yeah.
Got like shit canned by Marina Shafir and Moxley. Like that, again, that's part of the illusion, but it's talked about. They know what's going on. So I would assume that's what was thought of, and that's why Moxley did that. We later find out, I guess, the person probably wasn't an actual worker, I guess. I don't know. I don't know who the person is, or if they weren't, I guess, Iggy'd on the situation. But yeah, Ricochet, I can imagine he's also doing that in fucking character. Ricochet is probably like, oh, I'm just going to get more heat and just say, yo, this guy's a pussy. We're in the wrestling business. What do you expect? You know? But again, I don't know the situation. I don't know the person. I don't know if they are someone that just happened to be in the wrong place, wrong time, or are they a worker that might have just seriously gotten hurt? That's also a thing, unfortunately. If they seriously got hurt, and this is a situation of they weren't told that this was going to happen, that also sucks, because you don't expect that for an opportunity like this, you know? Like, this is a business where you trust someone with your body. Like, I don't expect Moxley to be the type that would want to injure someone like that. Like, he's still the representative of the company. He's their world champion. Last thing he wants to do is get them involved in a legal matter like this, where it's looking like the company's unsafe. It's already has a bad reputation for being the not professional company, you know?
Yeah.
They're, as Jim Cornette likes to say, it's still like an indie mud show, whatever the fuck he calls it. It's like, so doing something like this, it's like, I don't think would be in his nature to be like, oh yeah, fuck this guy. Like, you know, so,
Yeah.
but it's hard. It's hard to know unless you're a part of that conversation, which I doubt. Again, it's a fuck this guy, you know, but we'll see.
And that goes for me too, because I don't know anything. Like, I know what's happening, but other than that, I don't know.
Yeah. I want, you know what? We talked about him 2 seconds ago. Where's David Otunga? He's
Right?
a lawyer. Let's get his opinion on this matter. We need to know what went on.
Yeah. Because, I mean, at this point, you have to have, like, professional broadcast people. Not all of them are probably in love with wrestling. And when you have those people that have their their phones recording like an indie show, they're in love with wrestling. So if they were to get pushed by the wrestler, they probably would be into it. You know what I'm saying? But you got this guy that probably films fucking telenovelas and is like, all right, they put me on here. Then some guy fucking pushes him and shoves his ass with a $20,000 fucking camera in his hand on the floor that his company had to pay for, that he had to fucking pay for. That's a fucking problem.
That part.
You know,
suing $1 billion company for 25K is very sus. Like, why would you sue them for cheap change and not the millions? Well, again, Damien, what's the extent of why he's suing? Is it
you can't just sue somebody for half their claim? You know, there has to be a legitimate like claim you're making.
Yeah, Damien,
You know
I don't know if you know about laws here, but just because that person is worth that much, you can't just like.
Yeah, like if they ended his career and like they prevented him from making wages,
yeah,
he can sue for stuff. But this 25K is probably the limit he could do with that claim.
Yeah, depends on the situation.
You know, it's probably not. He's not suing for assault. He's probably suing for unsafe work environment, or
he's probably suing for damages. If again, camera.
That could be just go for the fucking camera and the headset and some other shit, because those cameras are expensive. But you know,
that's probably what it is. Because you can't just be like, oh, fuck it, this guy pushed me. He works for Tony Khan. I need $2.5 million right now.
Yeah,
like who do you think he got? Chelsea Clinton? Like,
yeah,
he can't. It's not a thing of just because it's here. Like, bro, you know, if that's the case, you know how many people would sue for millions when they fall in a fucking like store?
Yeah.
Like, no, like let's say like for Macy's, for example, multi-billion-dollar company. You just fall there, boom. I can't just be like, oh, I fell between the cologne aisle. I need $1.7 million now.
Yeah.
Like, not how this works. Like it's a situation of, again, it also is the severity of the injury, if it's an injury claim, or also just what's the basis of it. So that's again, like I said, I don't know the full story of it. I don't know what it is that he's even suing for. Like I said, that's when we know more, we'll try to give our opinions, or if this even becomes a thing, because more than likely it'll be an out of court situation. So, yeah.
Shit. The pandemic era was great because we got to see a lot of those people's personalities. We got to see a lot of the creativity going on there, because they had to do something other than having the crowd there.
Yep.
You know, because the easiest thing with wrestling is just getting the crowd involved.
Yeah.
Once we got the crowd involved, we won them over because they hate this guy and the good guy won, and the basic story of good triumphs over evil. The crowd ain't there no more. You got to get a TV audience. Now you need something a little bit more. You need the dynamics of the TV power. Oh, the fucking what were those the cinema matches?
Yeah.
And all this extra fucking shit with the powers.
Yeah, creativity got to low. Like that was the one thing with that era. And again, it sucks just because it was a scary time too. So for them to be able to do what they did at a very uncertain time that we didn't know how long we would get that for, you know, like it was we didn't know if we will be around to watch it, because they're very much fucking scary.
A lot of people weren't.
Bro, it's It's one of those where we're still feeling it now to a degree, certain effects of it, certain things. So it's a hard situation to look at. But again, it gave us a lot of creativity, a lot of things that are now implemented where the cinematic match is a thing. A lot of people love cinematic matches. A lot of people want to see more creativity from that. It gave us a lot of time for things like fucking podcasts to be more. Creativity was on a rise because, well, let's face it, a lot of us were fucking bored. Like it gave us a lot of time to be creative. It gave us a lot of time to find hobbies and find passions. Hey, respect the craft probably wouldn't have been a thing if it wasn't for the pandemic, because it gave me a lot of time to think and a lot of time to try to do something else than just be stuck in a apartment, you know? So yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. But also shout out to my mentor, Dr. Sleep, on tonight's episode of Ring of Honor. He was featured. Him and Sal Mastretta wrestled Shane Taylor Promotions. So that's cool to see. Yo, another show. What is it with July 19th? This date is fucking wild. This explains why he didn't get back to me, though, because shit. What's your thoughts on Jordan Grace losing her theme song to the new Def Rebel? It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen because again, they're gonna switch it for licensing and all that.
She lost her theme song to a deaf person?
No, they switched her theme because now it's under the Def Rebel. Their music company.
I'm thinking a lot of people got new songs.
Yeah, because they switch up whatever they can license.
How many?
They need to.
At this point, every week is a new song.
Triple H needs to take out the checkbook and contact Jim Johnson today. Contact Jim Johnson. Contact what's his name? The dude that does WrestleFlow. Contact him again. He was under WWE. Contact him. Who else? Who else did great music for
Jimmy Hart?
Well, I don't know about Jimmy Hart because Jimmy Hart still needs someone else to produce. There has to be someone better. A lot of these songs, contact Akon. Akon,
he's not saving in Africa.
He just dropped a new country song.
But
like you gotta just something, because I hate that all these songs. It feels like, you know what this feels like to me? That now, like, we're in the era that AI music has become like crazy.
Yeah.
And you could tell when it's AI music that's like, you didn't even try with this shit.
Dude, you know what it is? We're in the salsa version. They all got the similar beats, but the little bit of the ding 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 ding.
Yeah, it's like it changes a little bit. It's like it's just a little fucking the beat changes because it's like
Because if you don't know salsa, you'd be like, yo, how are they playing the same fucking song for 8 hours?
Yeah,
and the dude's like, yo, I got a whole fucking 3 CDs full of salsa. What you talking about? We listened to 87 different songs. Fuck.
But yeah, it's all different. It was like ding 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 ding, and then it's like dun 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 dun. It same, but
and they blended that shit in perfectly. It's like, fuck, this is the Royal Rumble. Ding 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 ding. Who's coming out now? It's Julia again.
It's like, it's fucking crazy.
Word.
It's fucking crazy because it's like, bro, and you know it's sad because when they recorded Seth, that should have been the sign. When they recorded Seth, when they were doing the when Cody won the Rumble, and Seth is on one end and Roman's in the other, and instead of just recording the last part where Cody's already winning, they recorded Seth watching the Rumble, and Seth's like, "Wait, who's coming out now?" I'm like, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because Seth didn't know. And it's like, the themes are that, like, you used to be able to know when anyone, like, bro, Billy Kidman had a fucking memorable song.
Yeah, I actually use that shit for myself.
Bro, that song was fucking
Run if you want to.
Bro, it's Billy Kidman. No slight to Billy Kidman. Like the Shooting Star Press was fucking great.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, it's Billy Kidman. Like he wasn't in the main event. He wasn't, no, but you remembered his fucking theme. Like, it's like there were certain themes that is like, who was it that had another one that was like it was such just obscure, but it's like it was catchy. Fucking
shit. Well, we're talking about WCW. WCW's fucking
no, even WWE.
Rey Mysterio.
Dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun, dun,
yo, even Ray though, like even when Ray came to WWE, the
booyaka. Yeah,
but even his first one, like, who's that dropping out the
sky? R-E-Y Mysterio. Here we go.
Like, bro, the themes were fucking like. It felt like something.
Like you can play music from that era and know who the fuck coming. Now you can't play.
Bro, it's like it's crazy. Like, bro, we had that 06 era themes.
Yeah.
Where you had Edge with fucking his theme that everyone fucking loved. Randy's fucking Burning Light theme that they tried with Punk. I'm so glad they didn't give it to
Hey, nothing
yeah.
you say.
I don't see a Punk theme for one show.
Word.
Like, nah, I don't.
Even CM Punk's original scene was dope.
Yeah, fucking yeah, bro, fucking. Yo, you had Kill Switch Engage. You mean you can keep that? Like, that theme is fucking dope. Like that's the one thing. You know what's crazy when you look back at certain songs that were like wrestler songs. That's like, damn, I would love to use that for this. But you know, if you post it, they're gonna be like, oh, that's this guy's song. You can't use that.
Yeah.
Like I used to do that for like
any wrestling would do that all day for you.
Yeah, it's like
okay, CM Punk.
Yeah,
like damn,
no what you do, it's like okay, I can't do that anymore. Yeah, okay.
My man would be like, okay, Killer B1.
Yep.
Like Jesus Christ. They just made this song 2 years ago. It was Killer B shit. It was the same beat. It was the bass line. Know your music.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Metro Boom definitely did offer. But again, they have to fucking work on something. They have to. They're. That's the one thing now that you know a lot of people that are great artists or music creators are wrestling fans. So you know, to work with WWE, they'll be like, hell yeah. But the other thing is that when it comes to licensing, that no matter what, there's still going to be the business side of things. So it might be cheaper, unfortunately, for now. Definitely. Because look at
they only made $5 billion off of the Netflix deal.
No, but
how much money you expect them to have?
But that's the thing. It's again, it's still with music, you know, that's a whole other animal. Like fucking with the situation with Punk. Remember with Cult of Personality that they said no. If it wasn't gonna be for him, they weren't gonna do it. And then Punk even made sure, you know what? Nah, we're gonna make sure y'all get even more money. Re-record the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like it's again
the high def version.
Yeah, and bro, it made them a lot more money because now if the originals played, they get money. This it's even more money.
Yep.
Like it's how this shit works.
And yeah. Because you got Stephanie, the Judgment Day, Julia. It's like, who the fuck is this? Like, I can't tell which one is Finn Balor. Like, they all sound the same. And then Alpha Academy and Otis's people. I can't tell who they all have Chad Gable song in their different songs.
Right. Like with Gunther and what's it called? And Ludwig for a while. It was like, wait, is this supposed to be
Yeah.
And they had different songs already. It's like still sounds similar. Oh yeah, yo, shout out Mikey Ruckus, man. Mikey Ruckus is killing it. And it's crazy because they've used some of his stuff. Like certain people that have come over from AEW, they've used Mikey Ruckus' music.
Like Penta's
was new, but Jade's, that was a Mikey Ruckus song. But like, yo, shout out to Mikey Ruckus. I can imagine he also is exclusive with AEW, so now to be like, hey, can you come help WWE? We need better music.
Yeah.
But like again, I don't see Jim Johnson saying no. Sorry. I don't see Jim Johnson being like, yeah, I don't, nah, sorry. Like, come on. Like, also, there's so many great. No, you know who they need to contact? Yo, T-Pain.
Word.
Make all these songs on your Twitch stream tomorrow.
Yo, because he said it. Whatever song he controls, if you put it in there, they won't do a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Because I remember they were talking about that shit, and he's like, yo, there's nothing better when somebody makes a sick ass compilation of their kills or something, and they're using your music behind it. Because one, people remember the song, and two, it's like, yo, they put it with some hot shit. Like, what the fuck?
You know what's crazy too? That T-Pain even says it. He sees it.
Yeah.
Like, yo, it was funny because he talked about with covers. He said, stop making cool covers of my song. I'll be seeing y'all like do it better. Stop it.
Word.
Like, it was him and what's his name? Fucking Louis Capaldi said that. It's like, I hear y'all. Stop. Like,
Word.
You sing better than me. Stop it. You know how hard it is for me to make money?
For real.
Oh man.
Shit, but I mean, shit. He had to do with the auto tune. They wouldn't let him sing normal, so
bro.
Of course. But yo, you ever seen him in The Masked Singer?
Yeah, bro. That's
he won that
still
shit.
Watching, yeah, that's when I was still watching The Masked Singer, and bro, he showed everybody. Oh yeah, I can't sing. Yo, Usher, hold this.
Word.
Cause bro, that album he did. He put out a whole album. Not one fucking song on autotune. And you know what's crazy, bro? When he's re-sung like a lot of his old tracks, like without autotune, it's like, yo, you should have just done it like this.
Autotune was the fucking wave back in
bro. Because when he's saying fucking like buy you a drink, just no autotune. It's like, bro, this is a better version. Ruckus is the real one. When they wanted to replace the Elton song for Collision, he said, "What the fuck? How am I supposed?" Yo, because it's also that though. It's like you understand your position,
your reach.
Yeah, like you get what you know what your strengths are. You know what you can do, but it's the respect for the craft of the music, man. Like there's some people that are legends in this. Sir Elton John, like it's fucking Elton John. Like imagine going from like, hey, we're gonna have Celine Dion make this. Now it's your turn. Excuse me. How do I do that?
I'm not gonna make Celine Dion shit.
Like I can't do that. Like
you stick with Celine Dion.
You better keep Celine Dion because Titanic. Hello.
There's only one person you could probably switch Celine Dion for, and she dead. That's Whitney Houston.
Facts. Cause that's another one, bro. You got fucking Whitney Houston. That was high notes. Jesus Christ. I don't see how WWE has connections with Snoop and don't have. But bro, again, it comes to money. It comes to money because I can also imagine.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg ain't gonna be cheap. Snoop Dogg ain't gonna be cheap for fucking a feature, bro, or for fucking to be able to produce that.
And also, Snoop Dogg is versus makes thug music. He probably on some. I ain't gonna make no music for no pussy ass fucking Austin Theory. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but again, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of hey, you need to do like he did Mercedes because that's his cousin. Like he did her theme that they used for a bit, and then that was it. And then Cody's, and it's like, yeah, it's so it's a hard thing. Again, it's all business. But
and I think it was Tyson or somebody said, how do I feel about her dating this guy? I don't.
You don't think about.
I mean, when it comes to real life, it's like what was I supposed to do? I never had a shot. Like I don't know her. We don't chill on the regular. She didn't break my heart. It's just like, you know, she's somebody I watch on TV and I fancy. It's like she's dating someone. Good for her. I hope that they're happy.
Yeah.
Don't go in the
Mordos is winning right now.
Hey,
he's Is just main evented in Mexico. First time he got to wrestle in the arena in Mexico. Got his law degree. He's officially he's a lawyer. And he got a nice girl with him. He's dating Mercedes Monet.
There you go.
He winning that life. He winning that life. So shout out Mordos, man. Hope you're doing well. So there you go.
Shit, and if y'all know Mercedes and you gonna give her this clip, then whenever you done with him, I'm here. You ain't even need to be done with him. I'm here. I'm a perfect side nigga. Shit. Nah, I mean, yeah. I mean, in all actuality, it don't matter. How do you feel about it, Ray? We know how big of a fucking Mordos fan you are. Were you jealous?
Yes, I'm heartbroken. How dare they? How dare they do this?
Word.
It's crazy.
But shit, yeah, bro. I going back to the original topic of our thoughts on wrestling, like I don't want to have these short ups and long downs. You know? If that makes sense.
No, I got you. It's
like I know not everything can be perfect, not everything can work and win, and there's gonna be ups and downs, but it gets to the point where it's like those ups are so like I'm gonna equate it to this since we were talking about Mercedes.
Yeah.
Like the up is, oh shit, Mercedes responded to me on Twitter. And then the down, I got written up at work.
Yeah.
I suspended for 30 days. Like I would rather the up be, yo, I got a promotion and I'm making more money. And then a couple months down, like, damn, this fucking job sucks. Then, oh shit, look. Someone made a debut and you don't see from them again. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know if it makes sense the way I'm describing it, but
no, I get it. It's we want something consistent. We want to be able to continuously enjoy, not be like, well, this worked, and we're back to the same. Ooh, this was cool, and we're back.
yeah.
Like it was sad because we said that for weeks when Raw went to Netflix. Remember?
Yep.
That we were saying for a minute. Let's see
What's going on,
how
Gigi?
What's up, you guys? Yeah. And I'm walking home.
Hey.
Shit.
Oh.
Someone behind me. There's somebody behind me. Oh, they go.
Uh-oh.
Hi, guys.
What's going on?
I'm tired.
Gigi, give us a weather report. How is it outside?
So it's not as hot at all. Matter of fact, it was just windy as fuck right now.
Okay.
And I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt and I'm kind of cold, but I'm fine now because I just started walking and I'm just out of breath.
Nice.
And that's the weather report. It's not raining. The moon is out somewhere in these clouds. I don't know. And
for it though, it's like it should be somewhere. Okay.
should be somewhere. And now I'm standing still at a red light.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
Hold on. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. The wind is going northeast. If
that old northeast wind.
the northeast.
I mean, that means it's gonna rain in like another hour.
As long as it rains after I get inside, I'm okay.
No, luckily, I hope you were not outside during that rain earlier. That means we're playing Fortnite. We stopped because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get something to eat. And the minute we stopped playing, that rain started, and my power went out.
Oh my god, your power went out?
Legit for like it like for 2 minutes, it was gone. I was like, God damn.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I was looking at the fucking Citizen app. I was like, did Thunder hit a power line or something? Because it went out for like 2 minutes.
Shit.
It was like,
Well, at least y'all got y'all game in.
yeah.
Imagine if the power went out while you were playing, and then Toad's like,
Word.
what the fuck, Ray? Ray, what the fuck?
Word. You left
Oh,
me, Ray.
hold on. I have to do an obstacle here.
Ah, shit.
Now, I'm gonna show you guys if I can. I don't know how do I do this? Oh, back. No, because it's fun facing. I'm on my phone. And y'all see, okay, so
Oh, there's a puddle?
all of that is water.
Oh shit.
Ah.
And I have to walk this.
Oh, shit. Dun, 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 dun,
I can
dun.
hear I can actually hear the music. Let me just fuck around and then end up getting
Hey.
in the puddle for no fucking reason. I'm back. I'm back. That's my mission. Going up the stairs. Going up the stairs. Before I go up this hill. Still finish smoking this clipper of mine.
At least
By the way,
you heard the Mission Impossible today. Because last time,
yes.
Yeah.
Last time I didn't hear nothing. I didn't lose audio here.
there we go.
Thank God. All right. Now it's time for me to walk up a hill. That's all right. I'll take my time. I don't need to rush to the top. I'm already at the top.
Hey.
But you know who's not at the top right now? Jay Uso.
Oh,
Word.
apparently, we're
Yeah.
happy about that, Gigi. Don't keep
Wait,
saying we are happy.
what? Who is we?
I don't know.
I don't speak French.
Neither do I.
I remember back in the day, I'm talking about when Jay was simmering that y'all wanted Goldberg versus Gunther and
when
and
did
every other
Wait a
and the
minute.
stories,
Whoa.
the
Wait,
stories
stop.
to fucking finish.
Yes, I wanted Gunther versus Goldberg. Maybe not. I don't think so because I'm not too fancy on Goldberg. If I wanted to see that, sure, but not for the title. I never wanted it to be for the title. I'm like, if I thought about having Goldberg, I don't want Goldberg. I never wanted Goldberg back. I think anybody that's like, to say as old as Goldberg or during that time, during Attitude Era, fucking Ruthless Aggression, anything that has to deal even with just WCW and Raw during that time, which is essentially the Attitude Era, right? Anybody from then, I don't want to see them now. I don't. Like, even like the old ECW heads, if they're there, they're there. But like, I don't want to see these niggas. I'm ready for new competition. I'm ready to see new people. Like,
Yo, Damien, what did
versus
Jay need
Gunther.
to do to have a better reign for you, my guy? Because Jesus, Damien is happy about Gunther versus because he hated this Jey Uso
Damien,
title reign.
Yo,
I just
a
realized I
lot
could
of
have
the
crossed
shit
the
they
street,
did.
but I was too busy trying to catch my fucking breath. Go ahead.
A lot of the shit they did with Ray, I mean with Jay, seemed like it was overshadowed by others. It if he would have been able to go through what he was going through without Cena interfering or Cody coming back during if it was separate from the other shit, I think it would have felt better. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like a second rate story. Hey,
I
so
could agree to that.
with the like, I'm not saying Jay did anything wrong with his run. It's just the way that they booked
They
it.
booked them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
seen bad.
Absolutely.
You know,
And
like
it's like, y'all sacrificed Jay's title run. 'Cause 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 y'all Goldberg? Get out of here. Absolutely. I am not with this. No. You still could have had Goldberg versus Gunter for bragging rights. You don't need a fucking title for that. You don't need a fucking title for that. Why do we as fans have to suffer? And I say that we're suffering here, okay? At the fact that Jey Uso only got a 51-day title reign, only for Gunther to have a title match. But first and foremost, why does Goldberg get a fucking shot at the title? Who the fuck did he beat recently that makes him that fucking relevant? You mean to tell me his name is that relevant to get a title? Fuck out of here. No. Suck my dick.
Hey, the only reason I can think of is because they think he's gonna push ratings.
I don't know if he is though.
He's not. He's not. He's not gonna push rate. Is this gonna be in Saudi? Let me know. Is this gonna be in?
No, it's Saturday night main event.
Crazy thing. If it was in Saudi, it made sense.
It's gonna be in Atlanta.
It's gonna be in Atlanta. So he ain't even. They're not even flying him. He's just driving. He's not even getting flown in. He's already there.
Disgusting. Fucking. Do you hear me now? Disgusting.
That's probably why.
Why?
He's probably gonna sell some tickets. Goldberg is a very expensive. This is the most disrespectful thing I'm about to say about a legend. But Goldberg is an expensive ticket seller right there.
Bro.
Because holy shit.
I hope, and I hate to say things like this because it's disgusting. All right, but what y'all giving me and y'all being WWE is giving me is disgusting. So therefore, an eye for an eye. It's so fucked up for me to say. I let Gunter give him a concussion. I'll be okay. If he gives him a concussion, I think I might be okay.
Let's not put that.
I'm not. You know what? You're right.
He might be in respect. July 19th.
May Goldberg give himself a concussion. All right, let me not be at the hands of Gunter. Let it be at the hands of himself.
Let this match just be quick. Let it be. Goldberg's gonna go for a spear.
Let this match not happen.
Catch him with a power bomb. 1, 2, 3. So we take it home.
Let it not happen at all.
Yo, did you hear that people are saying that Goldberg hurt himself leaving the ring?
Yeah, I saw that, but they also said it was his knees that gave out. He was walking fine. So it's like,
oh, but his knees gave out. And then we want to have a match with.
No, but how did they said his knees gave out? I didn't see one moment where his knee gave out. He walked.
This is those fucking people we were talking about earlier,
exactly.
Right?
That's bro. Again, the fact that instantly, just because a video shows one thing, now that's it. Is there. Like that's not how this works. That's not how this works.
They're just reaching for shit.
Like, yo. Holy shit, man. This is where you get that someone without the proper information, you could scare a bunch of people. Because
I'm assuming that Show asked, what if they give Jay Cena's champion?
As in Jay beat Cena, or I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that either.
I wouldn't mind that at all.
Being that is technically no, it's not, because isn't that supposed to be the SmackDown Championship?
Yeah, but so what does the winner of King of the Ring get? Technically,
title shot.
Yeah, ma.
Right? They get a title shot.
Yeah, ma.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma.
I don't.
They get Yema.
Well, listen,
they get Royal Rumble. Yema.
The Royal Rumble winner got Yema, so
Yema. Yema. Mucho Yema.
Remind me to never book a tournament, because
Yema. The Yema tournament. No, it can't be. It's not a tournament. Fuck a tournament. There's too many tournaments already.
So
It's gonna be a Yama gauntlet match.
So
Let the
according
last one survive, baby.
according to Google, the winner of the King of the Ring tournament gets a championship match at SummerSlam against the world champion of their respective brands.
Okay.
You guys, I'll be right back. Let me settle in.
All
All
good. Can Jey Uso get drafted to Raw just to make sure this?
He was drafted to Raw.
Oh no, can he get drafted to SmackDown just so this can make sense? What I thought would happen.
No, bro, he can still wrestle Cena and.
I was about to say, wait a second. Does it really matter anymore?
It doesn't.
The brand shit don't mean shit. So let's
It doesn't. He can always switch.
Let's do
He can
it.
put Goldberg on
Damien,
SmackDown and Jey
wait,
Uso
hold on,
on Raw.
Damien, who do you like, bro? Realistically, because my guy, what? No, because bro, this is what gets me, bro, and this is what fucking like. I get it. Sometimes we want to call out bullshit in wrestling, want to do this, but if you're only gonna be like negative toward it, tell me what works.
You know something though? My brother doesn't see Jey Uso as the guy. You know, so I can see some people thinking that it's just.
Yeah, but Cap will also have an idea of, okay, if it's not Jay, then he'll have somebody.
Yeah.
But that's all I see is, oh, this guy isn't it. This guy. So who is? You know, like that's the thing. It's like you have to have somebody though. Like that's always my reasoning. It's like, okay, cool. If this doesn't work, let's book what's gonna work then. Because you have to be able to do that because we can't just have nobody. Like we talked about earlier. Bro, a lot of this shit switched with wrestling. With fucking respect, it changed a lot. But it's like, okay, cool. This guy no longer fits the picture. Now we got to put this person in. Or this person in. Like, you have to fix it then. You have to figure out what works. The only reason I don't think Jay is ready to be world champ is because, in my opinion, his mic skills are mid. Everything else is okay, but just the mic can't do a promo right. But so if it's just mic skills, then again, I can't even see that because he got a reaction when he's out there. Like he had his gimmick. He had the fucking yeet. Like he had something. So it's like, what is it that he needs to do to? So if it's not his in-ring work, then again, how is he not a main event person? Because as well, mic skills, there's a lot of people in the main event that weren't the best at the mic. Unfortunately. Finn is definitely getting wasted, but we'll be here for another 3 hours discussing that. Like, yeah, Finn, and that sucks. Like, Finn Balor's another one that's like great fucking athlete, great fucking talent, should be doing so much more. But you know, what can we do? What can we do? Yo, that fucking hurt. What the hell?
Yeah, and also the promos that they have him cut for the story they have him in isn't his character.
Yeah, not at all.
His character was fucking misused since he won the Rumble.
Yeah.
It's not really on him. Like this is all booking there. Like Bret Hart was used as best he could as champion, and he lacked promo skills also, but that didn't take away from them still using him, because it was like, all right, he can't cut the promo, but the guy he's wrestling can, so let him do the shit and let Bret fucking do the match.
Yeah, because shit, if we're going by promo skills, Karrion Kross is fucking just wasting away.
Yeah.
Because, bro, Karrion Kross could cut.
The Miz would have been like 8-time champion.
Yeah, that's another one. Pete Dunne should be world champion right now. Damien, in a perfect world, yes. In a perfect world, Pete Dunne is world champion. Pete Dunne is fucking having banger matches.
Pete Dunne is another guy I don't see. Like, I don't get. I think he's for that style, Diamond doesn't. Like, you
No,
know, it's like I don't see
he's
where y'all.
great. He's a great technical wrestler, but that's the thing,
Yeah,
Damien. No, but I was gonna say Damien kind of just. You said Jay isn't a good promo. I don't think Pete's a good promo. Pete's a great wrestler. Pete Dunne's an amazing wrestler. Can he cut a promo? Yes. But if your argument is Jey Uso isn't a good promo, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, but again, the thing is with wrestling, like, remember when you're in that position, you have to almost be the perfect package when you're in that spot. So again, it doesn't have to be the fucking perfection, but you have to be a good combination of both. Because wrestling is all that. It's the in-ring, it's the mic skills, it's the presentation, it's all of that. And that's why I say, like, Jay had it. Jay had, by the point when he's finally world champion, by the point where he's finally in that spot, he had the look, he had the presentation, he had the in-ring. The look, I felt like he finally started fixing up by the tail end of the title reign. Because I don't know what happened at the beginning that Jay gained I don't know if he was trying to get ready for Gunther. That, like, he gained a little more weight than he needed to.
And he kept wearing just those black pants.
Yeah, and it was like, bro, why does it look like you're gonna get blown up pretty quick?
Yeah.
But again, that also could just be the stress. Hey, you're getting into a WrestleMania feud. There's a lot that goes into it. Like, I'm the last person to fucking want to body shame someone for this shit, because this is also it's a difficult thing to do, man. Like, wrestling in that level, it's fucking insane. And I don't even want to think about the fucking
Upkeep.
bro, shit, man. For the schedule they have to be able to try to fucking maintain and be at that style, it's fucking crazy.
Here's the thing though with, like, Cross.
Yeah.
It's easy to say he should have stayed in the Indies, but that check that he's getting.
Yeah, man.
You ain't doing that shit off the Indie.
No.
Like, that's another thing people have to realize. Like, yo, how come Cross didn't leave? I mean, nigga, that check for doing nothing, your lifestyle is based off of that.
And that's the thing too. That's why I said earlier, when it comes to the lie. And again, we don't know, because Cross is still on television almost every week. It's not in a wrestling capacity right now.
Yeah.
But they're still showing him every week. So that means they have something. And he's cutting these promos and putting them out. So it's like something's in the works. Because we've seen it before where someone tried to get over on their own, and WWE usually tells them to cut. WWE wrestler aren't getting paid that. Damien, please tell me where you know these numbers. Cause how? How is Damien? Damien, how, bro? Brother.
Okay, so according to the WWE,
Uh-huh.
oh, wait.
Come on.
Oh, that's his real name. His real name is Kevin Kieser.
Yeah.
His net worth is $7 million, and his salary is $700,000.
Oh, that's nothing. We make that on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Damien. I get it. I get it. Like, the thing is to say it's better. The grass is greener on the other side, right? But, like, I still say this as well. When we're kids and we say we want to be a wrestler, the thought process is
WWE.
I want to go to the WWE.
Yeah.
I want to main event WrestleMania.
You want to be a football player, you go to the NFL.
Yeah, it's like I'm not trying to be the local, like, no, and I say this with utmost respect, because this is gonna sound like very hypocritical, but your goal isn't just to be the main guy here locally or in your town or for enter 3-letter company there. It's WWE. Now, yes, there's opportunities outside now that weren't around when we were younger. Like now, a lot of people's goals is Japan. Our goals are Mexico. But also in WWE, you now get to do this. Like you get to now.
And those are short-term goals.
Yeah, it's like it's still Swerve and Dijak said in an interview they were in WWE, they were making things. These athletes should be getting millions from blah, blah. Damien, again, so Swerve is now saying this, making a nice amount of money in AEW.
Swerve was in NXT.
Yeah, like he was on SmackDown for a cup of coffee, and again, he was also there during the pandemic era. Dijak also got paid probably very well because he was there for a while.
The minimum salary for a WWE main roster wrestler is currently around $350,000 per year. This figure has increased from a previous minimum of $250,000. While this is a guaranteed base salary, many top performers earn significantly more, with some reaching 7 figures income.
Shit, again. I don't know about you, Tom. I think I would be okay with that number. That's just me.
I think so too.
I think I would be okay with that.
And that's the start.
Yeah.
You get signed by WWE, yo, hit $350,000 a year.
Like
shit, that's $300,000 more than what the fuck I was making to do something I didn't want to do.
Like, also, that's the thing that Loki's dream was the Tokyo Dome, never the WWE. Loki, as in who? Loki, the
as in you, Loki, or as Loki
yeah.
as the wrestler from TNA?
Yeah, because I could ask someone right now and ask if that was the thing. Because last I remember, they wanted Loki definitely loved Japan, but he definitely wanted to work WWE.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
WWE did not drop the ball on Swerve. The greatest thing that happened to Swerve was WWE dropped him because Swerve went to AEW and he found himself.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, when he was in AEW, he was just whose house, and now he found the character he wants to be.
Yeah.
And now he can take that character anywhere and demand money. The character he had in NXT wasn't this character.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, that for some people, maybe it doesn't work. But there's a lot of people that still want to make it work there. Like,
because not for nothing. Let's talk about Mercedes. What was Mercedes in WWE? My eyes, the best wrestler there. But in terms of viewer, like what you see, she is the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat to Ric Flair. She's the one you put in to have a good match and to lose the championship to someone big or to push somebody over. She did that with Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair 7 times with that world title, fucking the tag team championships, all of that.
Yeah,
that's why she left. She was like, yo, I am not a stepping stool. I'm not this. I'm not that. She had other goals and aspirations. She went around the world. The character she is now is a belt collector who's going around the world winning title after title. She's proving that she's a star inside and outside of the ring. So when she comes back to WWE, if she ever decides to, yesterday's price ain't today's price. Look at Rusev. He was at the top of his game with the Lana Day and Rusev Day. But what were they doing with him creatively? Nothing. He went to AEW. He developed Miro, and he came back to WWE as Miro. They haven't done nothing with him since, but he just got there.
Yeah. And also AEW didn't do anything
Yeah.
unfortunately with him at one point. Like that's the thing too, that it's like a lot of people want, oh, they should go to here, they should go here. That doesn't necessarily mean there's something to do with them there.
Damien, we want them to get paid more. Well, here's my opinion. They get paid what they get paid. That's on them. Now, I can't discuss payment because they're getting paid more than me.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. To me, that's a private matter. Their money.
My thing is this, Damien, you're missing the point of what I'm saying, because if we want them to get paid more in a larger scale, working for a company like that, you are making more. Because independently, yes, there's some people that are lucky that will make possibly, like Shotzi just did. She made in a weekend more than she'd made in a week working for the WWE. Shotzi Blackheart.
Oh yeah.
But also that is because she's fresh off the WWE.
Yeah.
There are some people that are not as lucky. There are some people that are currently independent that sometimes, yes, their booking schedule is, and this date, this date, this date, this date, this date, this date, this date. Catch them where you can. But then there's also some people, hey, I'm available. And their calendar is a little empty, unfortunately. Because once that new person now comes, that also means
someone got to be out.
Person got to be out.
Yeah.
So it's the situation of I'm never going to be against wrestlers getting paid more. I'm never going to be against, again, the worker getting treated better. Like, that's not what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to get at is if Karrion Kross decided to re-sign, there's probably a reason for it. Because he also, I don't know if you guys are, again, not looking at the ideology of WWE now. This is the first time in 20 years they're getting to work outside of the WWE umbrella in a sense.
Yeah.
No, not even in a sense. They're legitimately getting to work outside of the WWE umbrella because they're getting to work for indie shows. Karrion Kross got to work Bloodsport. And Karrion Kross got to work, even though this is a great, I'm so glad they let him do it too, the benefit for Chris Bay. When would WWE ever let something like that happen?
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of people that they let do opportunities like this. Natalya currently is under a WWE contract. And she is wrestling on NWA and on Bloodsport. And there's more things to come. And
she's in a tag team with fucking this girl.
With Maxine, yeah.
Maxine.
Like, come on, man. Like, we're in a situation now. Like, it's Matt Cardona has done a good run in the Indies. I'm surprised he hasn't been picked up yet.
I don't think he wanted this.
Too. That's one of those that Matt Cardona has made such a business thing on the independent circuit.
Well,
he probably doesn't want to sign a contract right now because he's probably making more money.
Here's the deal. Matt Cardona is one of the few people that when you put the wheel in his hand, he knows how to drive his character. This man has won the crowd in the WWE when he wasn't even on the fucking show. Yep. He made a YouTube channel and won people over.
Yep.
So, of course, he's like, yo, I can do more out in the indies and make more money because people want to see me. There's a lot of people that people want to see, but they won't want to see as much as Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona came out looking like Vince McMahon with his do-rag and the sweater and all that other shit. You don't see Dijak doing that. Cora Jade is doing her independent shit, but she's more worried about her OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? That, like, Matt Cardona stepped in and said, all right, I'm going to do this. This is the character I want to be. This is the character I'm going to tell. And all the fans followed it and said, I'm with you. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to give any of those rights up to WWE or AEW. Because, you know, the first thing they're going to do when he signs that dotted line is, all right, let's fit your character to fit our, you know, way of wrestling and our TV show. So everything that you worked so hard for is gone now.
Yep. Oh wait, let's see what I'm still. Loki says, I like AW gives opportunity for the wrestlers to wrestle indie shows. So this one's hard because how do I put this? I like it, but I also don't like it. The reason I explain, I'll explain, is like WWE is doing currently. I like when it's selective, that it's like it has to be something where it's not just every week. Because, like you guys said, you want them to be paid a certain way and you want to make sure they're good. And I feel like the risk at times is higher when you're currently under a contract with a major company like that and you're working sometimes multiple times a weekend now because you're also doing independence. So it's very difficult. Again, it's a catch-22 because I also would love to have AEW people on respect. So don't get me wrong. I would love to be able to have some people and that's in the works for the future. But at the same token, it's one of those where it's hard to say you want that because that kind of feel like once you sign that contract, that should be the focus now. Like Speedball is doing the best thing right now. Speedball, since he got signed to AEW, has not taken an independent booking. He just recently got announced for one, and he's doing that because it's a benefit show because this wrestler that unfortunately, Jeff Cannonball, if you guys haven't seen, if you can donate, he got diagnosed with ALS, and it's getting bad, and the bills are getting to that point. So it's one of those where he just took that booking because it's going to be an event where they're trying to raise a lot of funding and stuff like that. So that, again, that makes sense. That's one of those where, hey, do a booking like that. But a lot of these guys that sometimes it's like, what the hell they're doing at this show, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so it's just stuff like that.
It makes sense because, to be honest with you, if I'm wrestling for WWE, my main concern is WWE. I wouldn't want to do independent show. Now, if it was one of those like, yo, dude, here goes a spot for you to get some reps in and shit like that, because I'm not on the like I'm like carrying cross, I'm not wrestling as much, and like this is the only way I can get reps in. Is like fuck it, all right, I'll do Bloodsport and this other shit and all that because I gotta stay ready.
Yeah,
but like Speedball Mike Bailey's on there almost every week.
Yeah,
why would he want to hurt himself for what $600-700?
Yeah, no, and that's the thing now, especially that's what scared me because a lot of the times that people that were doing that were guys that are still on like television every week. That's like, why are you still taking indie bookings?
Yeah,
like I get it. Hey, once in a blue, like shit, cool. This big show this company's doing, you bring that that makes sense. But it's like it's still to me that's a risk at that stage, But yeah. AEW, I still love to use your talent, so please don't just yeah. Respect. We'll see y'all in a future date.
What was we talking about before Gigi came on?
Oh fuck.
I know it was like the network.
I'm here.
We're trying to remember what we was talking about before you got on.
Can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
It was about how awesome I was. And you guys are so grateful that I'm back here. And that I made it alive.
We just finished that topic.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm drinking water right now.
Yo, that's how you know it's hot.
Yeah.
You know it's hot that Gigi is drinking
Word.
Actual agua.
Ray was like, despite Gigi wanting Goldberg versus Gunther for the world
Oh
title,
my god.
she's a cool chick. That was like verbatim what Ray said.
Okay, so I don't want to go back on that topic.
No, let's
But I
move
mean,
on.
we want to hear your thoughts on wrestling as it is now.
Yeah, your
Fuck
opinion
Goldberg.
on the state of wrestling.
Yeah.
We had a nice discussion because Tony had to clarify what he wanted because my answer wasn't good enough the first time.
Oh, how do I feel about wrestling overall now?
Oh well, to narrow it down on TV wrestling. That's
TV
more
wrestling.
yeah.
I mean, I figured it was TV wrestling. Wait,
Yeah.
not including. I mean, TV is also including YouTube because at this point, YouTube is TV.
So WWE, AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's that I had to narrow it down to that. Oh, not I didn't narrow it down. That's what Toe wanted me to the spectrum there because there's a certain thing we're trying to get to that.
So,
Toe
and the
wanted.
reasoning why I said that is because of Triple I, right? Worlds collide in that. But
Well,
I guess
that
that is
falls
also
under
still part of WWE.
yeah. So
Yeah.
anything that like the WWE
Underneath the WWE and
Anything that's
AEW
untouched.
umbrella.
everything, basically
Yeah.
anything that's under the WWE umbrella right now that also counts. So if you want to bring in TNA, all that works. That fits.
Got
But
you.
anything else,
Yeah, but yeah, if you're gonna talk about people that are like local to us that they might not know, then
I'm not gonna talk about local, no, but I
yeah,
just,
but
you know,
like if you just sit here like, I was watching
no,
this French wrestling show that was on
no,
TV.
no,
saw it
I
on
don't even go that deep, bro. Like, nah. YouTube
That's where
wrestling
this
is
week came
just
from.
shit that's actually on TV, but sometimes they just have specials on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Not anything independent team wrestling rise. So we'll touch that another time, another day.
Yeah.
Same channel. Man. So I don't know how to put it. Like, how do I feel right now? I feel like it's all over the place. I
Ray was
feel
saying the same thing.
it's all it is though. It's literally all over the place. We're getting, first and foremost, we're getting poor storylines. Yema, no, again, it's not a tournament. It's a gauntlet match. Let's get the facts straight, y'all. We are at a time where we have so much wrestling going on TV. So much wrestling. We didn't have this much wrestling before. And before, I want to say within the last overall 10 years. Let's just put 10 years. Let's put a nice little decade. Okay. We've had TNA before and then fucked it up along the way. And then we didn't watch it for a while because, well, Hogan and Bischoff fucked it off. Kind of ruined it a little bit for us. We get AEW now. Amazing first, 2 years? Cody was there for 2 years?
Yeah. About
Great shit. Where it's at now, wrestling is still there. The wrestling aspect about we are getting what's crazy is this. What we want in WWE, AEW gives us that portion of it when it comes to the wrestling aspect. What we want from AEW, WWE is giving us that as well.
yeah.
Because we want better storylines in AEW, yet we want more wrestling in WWE. There needs to be a balance. And the thing is that, oh, we're not wrestling, we're sports entertainment. Yeah, but a big portion of it is you guys are wrestling. This is sports entertainment. No matter how many times you want to say sports entertainment, you guys are still wrestling. The sport that you are doing as the sport portion of your entertainment is wrestling. So it's like we want more of that. The storylines are great. And I say great because we ain't getting shit really with storylines when it comes to AEW. So therefore, they're the only ones that's really given us a great storyline. And TNA has been climbing up there as well when it comes to storyline. So I don't want to discredit TNA, especially now. And what they've been doing for the last few years prior to them having a TNA NXT agreement. You know, they were doing good shit there. They were having good matches. You know, it was a good source and still is a good source of wrestling. It fell back a little bit, a lot of bit, I should say. But it's not dead. It's not dead. And now with this partnership with WWE, that makes things exciting for me as a fan. So for that aspect of it, I'm excited for that. Because now I get to see some of these wrestlers who are in TNA on a WWE platform. I get to see WWE people in a TNA platform and mixing it up, not just from, it's not a one-sided thing, it's just a two-way street here that's they're willing to go ahead and just continue making it run smoothly. It's working. People are coming back to WWE as their new persona, as they have in TNA, and not being disrespected by their old persona that they had in WWE. Vice versa. And it gives NXT superstars, you know, the roster that they have there, to also work on a bigger platform without WWE supporting a bigger platform before they actually get there, before they actually get to the main roster. You know, so it's like, bring your students to my school and I'll teach you something here and there and X, Y, and Z, and I'll bring a couple of my students to your school, and then you can get to teach them and show them what it is to work with a larger audience besides the studio. That's dope. That's amazing. And that's why I get excited when I see things like in TNA and in NXT, because they're keeping things excited. For a second there, it wasn't, especially when they went that old colorful fucking. We're not gonna get into that. That was a dark era in NXT, a very dark era,
Yeah.
and a short-lived one at that.
Thankfully.
Praise God, it should never happen, but whatever. Everyone's included. Now, when it comes to AEW, wrestling is always there for me. I will always enjoy AEW for the wrestling aspect. It just sucks that there's no real story, or they're running the same story, I should say. They have a story, and it's the same thing. It's always how Moxley is doing it. You know, Moxley still has the title. Like, you have a company who doesn't show their title on TV. Like, bro, what? And that's one of the nicest looking belts. Excuse me, nicest looking championships that's out there on any wrestling company. That AEW belt is beautiful.
Yeah.
To keep it hidden for how long now? Like, at this point, get a fucking sledgehammer. Break the briefcase. Why didn't we break? Why haven't? Where's, like, what the fuck? All the tools that AEW has to carve people's heads in, Not one person thought, let me see if I can pick the lock with this.
They could use the golden shovel.
We haven't seen that in a while.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Show your title off. Come on. This is terrible.
Word.
Oh man, I think that's what bothers me about AEW. It's like, okay, we ran the story once. Let's cut the umbilical cord, let it go, give Moxley a well-deserved vacation or time off. All right, something,
Now some shit happening in the back.
something.
Yeah.
You're gonna give it back to Hangman. Give it back to him then. And I will say this: I enjoy Hangman. But I will always say this. I enjoy Hangman always chasing after the title. When he has the title, I'm not that much of a fan. Maybe this time it will change my mind. Maybe it won't. But every time, like I see Hangman with the title, nothing's being done with it. He gets stale.
Yeah.
Moxley right now is very stale. I'm over it. I love the dedication and passion he has in his matches. There's no doubt about it. I will never take that away from Moxley. But we can move forward now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
They
already
overstayed
started.
their welcome.
Listen, and I already started going on my rant about Gunter and Jay and WWE and that part. We'll touch base on that like in a few minutes. But AEW, get your shit together. Because the best thing that you got going on right now, the best thing you got going on right the fuck now is Timeless Tony Storm. That's it. Not even Mercedes Moné. Timeless Tony Storm will elevate Mercedes Moné, not the other way around. As for anybody else, what y'all got Swerve for the hype? I love Swerve. I'm here for Swerve, but you're not gonna do anything with him. You're not gonna give him a title. You're not gonna do anything. Y'all done forgot about Private Party. That's terrible. That's such a dick move. We have the Hurt Syndicate, running around with MJF, which honestly just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Darby is still somewhere climbing Mount Everest. He's still climbing. He's not done climbing. Some say he's on there right now. Others say it's just a lie. And that is over with. But who knows?
I've seen pictures of him at the top. Maybe he tried to go higher. Go off and drop off the top of Mount Everest. That's some glass. But Gigi, real talk though. Hangman. Which one is he? Starsky or Hutch? That's what he's looking like now.
I need to see a picture because I forgot which one was the blonde.
So did I. Owen Wilson.
Was it?
He was Hutch, wasn't he?
No, he was Starsky. I
Oh,
think Hutch was the brunette. Right? That's what I was trying to figure out. No, he was the brunette, motherfucker. That's crazy. So he would be Hutch. He can't be Hutch.
we already got a Hutch. We can't.
He got a Hutch. That's why I was like, he can't be Hutch. He's both these niggas.
Word.
He's both. He's a combination of both. Yeah, he's a
With his
combination
bell
of both.
bottoms.
Where's this mustache though? Where's that mustache coming from? Demon. Anyway, fuck Hangman.
Oh my.
Bro, I agree.
Listen, when I am proven wrong, then I would say I'm proven wrong. I will admit to that. Okay? I always do. Hangman is just, you know what? I'm gonna let it rock. When Hangman becomes champion again, I want to see what's gonna happen. However, I'm saying this right now. I don't have high hopes for him being an entertaining champion.
Yeah. The thing with him, it's always like the chase is always more interesting than his run, but maybe again, second time the charm, hopefully. Banana.
See this chase being appealing. I don't know who Hangman wants to be in. Is he still a drunk, or is he like regretting that he burned the black man's house down?
Definitely regretting burning the black man's house. We passed the drunk stage. We passed that because you don't see him drinking all the time. You don't see him drinking at all. You know what I'm saying? We passed that. We just use that now as like a low blow. Like this was your lowest moment. We're gonna keep bragging or keep fucking with you when you at your lowest moment. We're gonna keep bringing this bad shit up because we know or everybody knows this is what you are. We're past drunk Hangman.
Yeah, because for me personally, all those storylines about somebody being a drunk or an addict or some shit is poor taste. Because when you do that, I just see Scott Hall and 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 Jeff Hardy, and those are two very low points in wrestling that I don't want to be reminded. I don't want to be reminded of that shit. You know, it's bad enough that we had two guys that could have been the top of the game. Jeff Hardy would have been CM Punk or Cena right now if he didn't do what he did. Scott Hall also in WCW probably would have taken the mantle from Hogan. Like that's how good this fucking guy was, and that's what we got from it. I don't need to be reminded. I think that's poor taste and lazy. It's just me personally.
No, agreed. It's
I'm sorry. I'm reading this and my child mind like is like my mind is like ew you and I'm blowing smoke in Alice's face from the he only every time I see a line like that, that's the first thing I think about this Alice in Wonderland.
I think of analyze this. Who am I? You got to go deep down inside, pull the man out, say I'm hungry. But who am I is a different story, you know? Who am I and who am I? Two different things. You don't want to take all day and you got to go in there. And that's Billy Crystal, man.
Yep. I love how my head just went to show actually asking who's toe. Just like
Oh, no. So I realized
It would
shows on
be
the
a
delay.
toe.
Shows on the delay. This was me going, what is he, a drunk? Is this him going, yeah, he doesn't know who Hangman is.
Oh, okay.
I read show now also.
Oh, okay, gotcha. we always need a show translator. Just
yeah, a show later.
Yeah, we need one of those.
Oh, I get it. Is Hangman the whack ass character? Who? Oh, okay, I get it. I'm reading it like if okay. I still don't get it, but I get it.
It was there's a delay on YouTube, so he's probably at the point where I'm like, is he still a drunk or is he this or is that? So that's why he's responding to me saying that, but we're already at the
we're past that.
We're already at the 2000s, so the year that Ray was born.
I was not born in the 2000s.
No, you're right. 2001.
Yeah. Ray is a year older than Google.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
How old is Google?
Google's 26. Google is 26 years old, Ray. September 4th, 1998. That's when Google was born.
Wait, no. So I'm 2 months older than Google.
See, look,
God damn.
the same age.
That's fucking wild.
Wow.
That's fucking wild.
There you go. The man himself is going to tell you what he's talking about.
This will work.
This works a lot better than him typing.
This
That's
time,
exactly what I wanted to say.
You see
This
how
would
much
work a
better
lot
this
better.
is? Look, I type in English and I speak in Japanese.
This is exactly how I type. You see? I said when I was typing before Toad started talking. I said, I think it's Hangman's whack ass character, and then he started talking about he doesn't know who he is. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why does it look like there's Christmas behind you?
It's just a lamp.
No, I see red, and I'm like, oh, you got Christmas ornaments on the shelf.
Nah,
Oh,
this
I
is my
see what you're talking
room.
about. That's funny. Yeah, no, Hangman is just, I don't, again, better as a chaser, not as a holder. But we'll see what they give us. As for my WWE thoughts, I'm just not happy at all with the fact that, Gunther's champion because of Goldberg. We risked Jey Uso for this shit. Stupid.
Huh?
And John Cena is, John Cena's champion, but there's nothing really. I'll take the Queen of the Ring and the King of the Ring, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy with WWE right now. And like how I feel. I still love certain things, right? Do I love everything of WWE? No. That's just my intake on wrestling right now. Overall, that's why I was like kind of all over the place.
Word. Brett,
you know
was
it,
your
Brett.
fault.
Fuck Brett. Brett, fuck Bill Goldberg.
It was your fault, Brett. You didn't decide to get hurt, Goldberg wouldn't be in this predicament right now. Taking
You
the
saying it's
title.
Brett's fault?
Yep. Brett screwed Brett. All you had to do was drop the title to Sean, and everything would have been good, Brett.
None of this would have happened.
Word.
Or if you would have looked at how small the space was in the ring.
Word.
Show, how do you feel about wrestling overall?
This is the guy I want to know.
The
This is
Wrestling
Damien.
overall. The crazy thing is, and y'all gonna hate me for this. I don't think AEW is gonna dictate because they're new. They're the babies, so they trying to keep up.
They're only 5 years old.
Exactly.
You know what's crazy, Show?
What's crazy?
They've been out longer than WCW Nitro.
Double CW.
So
Nice.
how young are they now? But go ahead.
Well, compared to
That
WWE, bro.
Yeah, but that was more to lay. But go ahead.
I feel like, and y'all, like I said, y'all gonna hate me for this. The major leagues, which is WWE, is all over the place because Vincent Kennedy McMahon is gone. Usually he steadies the ship. It's crazy. Y'all gonna hate me for that. Like I feel like they trying to figure out what works. And the man has been doing this for 30 years, so he would know what to do. I don't know if y'all disagree. He studied the ship many times. I'm not talking about the sexual shit. He's a nasty motherfucker.
We
And
know
so is
what
the
you want.
president.
You know, it's funny. Show has not seen the show yet.
But he said what I was saying
He
earlier.
said exactly what all of us were saying,
Damn.
and we hate you for it, Show.
Yeah, we
My
hate
bad.
You
Show.
repeated us.
I
mean,
really? I haven't. Yo, I started when I said drop a follow. That's when I started watching y'all. So don't think I was
No, yeah, no, but
listening
it's
to the
Oh, yeah.
show.
Nella just said it earlier. That
If you was trying to repeat us, you would have forgot what we said and said something
right.
different.
You would have fucked it up completely.
It worked.
But it's like,
But
yo, it legit. We're at a time right now. It's just we're throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
yeah,
It's like, but it's also you have to at times because, like I said earlier, wrestling, at least from the creative side and promotion side, you're playing with a new deck of cards every day, and the cards switch in the next 10 minutes.
I got something to add to that.
What's
I
up?
feel like we were ahead because of the senior guy that was leading the ship. But now we have new people leading the ship. So basically, it's rookies against rookies. It's AEW against the new people that started running WWE.
No, because it's still Triple H there, and he's been around this long enough that WWE is
As
always
a
gonna
like
have
as a
you,
leader.
bro. That's bro. Remember with Triple H, he had the luxury of once Vince noticed he had an eye for things. Hey, you come here. Start coming to this every week. Start being here for this. Like it's one of those things where Triple H has the advantage of he was training for this without knowing he was training for this
Yeah.
back then. And that is something where I'm not going to compare myself to Triple H. But um if you have a
You
goal
compare
to
yourself to Triple H, Ray.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying because
Triple H.
Ray, Triple H has a show July 19th. Ray has a show July 19th. Let's fucking compare the two.
I'm just saying this that it's like it's a situation of if you even have an inkling of wanting to understand this more, start watching the people that are doing this, start studying it, start shadowing certain people. And Triple H did that.
That's why certain things look familiar now.
Like it's you're gonna learn how the magic is done. You're gonna learn how the ship was being steered for so long,
This is
and
me.
like it's how this is supposed to be. But that's why I was saying that's not like this is new because Triple H, it's just now he gets to point certain people in directions, but he was learning how to do his job. That's all.
Where are the kids? Stephanie and
Well,
They're out.
Stephanie now, you as Vince went out, she's now taking more of a role as we've seen. Like now, there's how many podcasts you doing under the WWE umbrella? 2 shows now?
I think
Yeah.
Right, because
Shane,
remember, she stepped down. Once Vince said he was coming back, she immediately stepped down. Like, nope, I'm done.
look,
with Shane, I don't know, and I think he technically still has WWE equity and all that, but
ain't no
I think
way.
he's just good. He's not trying to be in the wrestling business right now. He has a
No.
meeting with Tony Khan.
No,
but that's
stop.
about it.
Stop.
But
They don't want that nigga. They don't want him. All right? Don't lie to people like that. They don't want Shane. Shane had ideas and they said no. Okay? Shane not only had ideas, but Shane tried to, fucking swing his dick around, thinking that, because the name McMahon meant something, that he was gonna get away with shit. And they said, no.
the fact that his legs just said nah,
so.
we humbling you real quick.
He's no longer a part of WWE.
He has no stake in WWE.
Yeah, he retired from WWE.
Well, no, yeah, that I'm just saying. Like, I feel like he's
His contract expired in 2023 and shit.
okay, yeah, but I
He
can
had
imagine
no
he still has
stake. The stake he had was the meal that he paid for his own daddy.
Bro.
He had no stake.
I would be heartbroken. I watched this
Probably has a few
company.
shares,
No, but that's what I'm saying.
No.
I feel like he still has actual.
but not enough to really cast. Let's cast a vote. My vote matters. No, it doesn't.
I would be heartbroken, bro.
Oh, so Shane McMahon does not have ownership of WWE. Public
Damn.
filings indicate that Shane McMahon likely hasn't had material ownership of WWE stock since around 2013.
Oh, so when he went to Japan, okay.
I'm
So,
supposed to be the heir to this shit.
Oh, he
Yo.
sold.
I
He
would be
sold his.
tight.
Well, didn't he left WWE so he could run his own business?
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, he had a legitimate just actual business, but I didn't know he sold all his equity. Damn. Okay.
That's internal problems, bro. He got
Shit,
beef with his pops.
As of March 15, 2023, Stephanie McMahon only owns 0.98%
Oh, on my
Hey.
birthday.
of a stock. So she owns just as much as I do. I got $5 in WWE.
Nah.
That's another reason why I could be so hard on them, Ray. I'm a stockholder of TKO.
That's right.
Oh, I sold all my shit.
Well, I mean, I can't get $4 for my shit.
What's the TKO price at? It's a good
That's
time to buy.
$9.99.
I think it was lower than what it was when it was just WWE. At one point, I think it was like $160 for a share in WWE.
Yeah, I think it's at 135 now. Last I checked.
These niggas fucked up the WWE.
Well, that's because it's $176.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
That's still not bad for that.
Get it now. Well, you don't believe in the product right now, so
I fucked up with AMC though. I bought this stock when it was like $10 a share. Now it's $3.
damn.
Damn.
But that was during COVID. I was like, oh, MCU's about to come out with mad movies.
Wait, no, it's at 3 now?
Yeah.
Shit.
304.
Right now might be a good time to buy because
I thought it was the opposite.
what?
My bad. I lost my track. of thought.
Today's return, I would make 0.00087 cents.
No, sure, remember because right now it's low, so now it's kind of
good time to
buy
buy.
low, sell high.
Yeah, that's always the goal with it.
Yeah.
So if you buy, let's say $30 worth of shares, you get 10 shares. If you sell it, I mean, if you buy it for $3, you get, you buy it for $30 for 10 shares, right? If you sell it at $10 a share, then you get $100. So you made what, $70?
Yeah, that's what you
Hopefully.
want. You always want that.
Yeah.
The issue is you bought it during COVID when it was booming.
It was actually dropping.
Oh.
It was $10 and then it went up to 15 and then it went down to 2. And I was like, fuck, I should have sold that shit at 15.
Word. Took my $5 and ran.
But my dumb ass was just like, oh, I got stock, and I didn't check until it was too late.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes.
You're supposed to play the long game.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want
Never
to
sell.
I'm sorry. I'm listening to y'all, and I'm all here for the stock talk. But I just realized how crazy the weather was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You didn't hear the thunder?
I was at
Oh.
work. I saw that it rained, but where I'm at, all I saw was just gray clouds and stuff, and I was just
As soon as me and Ray got off, all I heard was
Yo, I'm telling you, me and Toe were playing. We're like, yo, is that thunder? Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna get off because my food is finished. I'm like, I'm gonna go eat. I'll talk to you later. The minute I turned off my PlayStation,
Yeah.
my AC turned off, the lights went off. I'm like, oh shit. Turn
Dude,
back on.
I live by a gun range, so I'm hearing gunshots every day. No, like not on some gangster shit. It's just that it's across the way.
Yeah.
So I'm listening. Like I paused the TV. I'm like, that don't sound like the gunshots. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh, the weather's pissed off today.
Yeah.
Somebody's mad that we had off Juneteenth. All right, shit. I didn't land on Plymouth Rock, motherfucker.
Nah, they weren't mad at y'all. They were mad at the people that were working and not even getting paid time and a half,
Word.
like me.
And show.
No, I think Show gets paid for that.
The time and a half? For Juneteenth?
Nah, today was a regular ass day.
They don't pay. Wait. They don't pay or extra time.
Not at the plantation.
Only
Oh,
certain holidays,
I'm
right?
not the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Only
They-
the white ones.
Word.
Well,
Even though I had off, they should have paid me time and a half. You know what I'm saying? My ancestors didn't go through the shit they went through, so I could get paid regular rate and a day off. Right? Right, Ray? Like the
Right?
power?
Come on, Ray. Put your fist up.
Yeah.
Black Power.
What do we got going on for the rest of the week?
so we are gonna be back Sunday
Yeah, Sunday.
for the Toe in the Show with
Oh,
Ray.
it's a Sunday show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
The
Yeah.
Sunday show
Yeah.
with the
It
show
kinda
show.
worked
Glad
out.
I find out information just as much as y'all, as quickly as y'all.
No, yeah, I legit found out before we went live because I also won't be here tomorrow.
Me and Show found out yesterday night, so I was
Yep.
like, all right.
And I was told like before we went live.
Yeah.
So Sunday we'll be back 9 p.m. with the Toe in the Show with Ray and Gigi show. Who will show up? Find out on Sunday while we're live, and you'll see
Word.
who
Thing
shows
might
up
show
on
up.
the
think he'll
stream.
be here. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna be calling out right now.
I also think I'll be. We'll see what happens. But till then, Toe, take us home.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.
Guys, I can't make it on Sunday. Put me in for a sick day.
What?
Show
Nigga, you
this
never
ain't-
show up.
You can't.
You wasn't on the schedule to begin with. We surprised you came today.
Facts.
Word. We need
And
a
you
doctor's
still was
note
late.
from you.
Word.
HR is gonna need a doctor's note from you.
Shit.